Adjusting the pressure. Mindset shift. This one's gonna be y'all to ping up, share up. Nick, it's on you. I gotta hop in the meeting, bro. Let's go.
Stag was good, my guy. Peace and love. Pleasure to be in the space, man. I'm looking forward to this topic today, man. It's going to be a good one. Back in the media mentors, man, I feel like I missed a lot these past few days, but you know what? We back at it. We up and rolling. The pressure's about to be applied today. The mindset shift's gonna go crazy. I'm looking forward to see what everybody's got to say. I'm looking forward to seeing what people have to offer. Cause man, there's a lot of things we can talk about when it comes to this topic, man. But we talked about it a lot last week. We talked about seven different mindsets that must be applied in daily life, in daily activity, in daily goals and daily planning. Everything should be adjusted. And the reason why this specific topic came about today was because adjusting to pressure is not an easy task. And I start by saying that because a lot of people are afraid to step forward, are afraid to go after something they love and desire. They're afraid to take that next step. And believe it or not, pressure can be easy if you allow it to be easy. It's not always complicated. It's not always complex. It's not always sophisticated. It can be very simplistic if you allow it to be simplistic. It's a shift in your mindset. It's a shift in your vocabulary. It's a shift in your daily activity. It's a shift in your energy. It all starts within self. Believe it or not, we talked about it last week. Majority of the answers you seek come from within. They are not coming from outside resources. They come from within. And if you are not looking inside for majority of the things you're seeking, then you're never going to fully seek what you want or fully seek what you desire. You have to look from within. And that pressure task is not easy, like I mentioned. I struggled with it for a numerous amount of time in my life. And I can say that vulnerably and truthfully. Because believe it or not, you got to be real with yourself in order to move forward. You can't be sitting here lying, sneak dissing, telling people what you did or did not do just to be liked or followed or validated. It doesn't work that way. You got to be authentic and true to the core as much as you can. And if you're not, it's going to fully show. Because people that are not true to themselves, that are not authentic, that are not leading with love or positivity or good character traits always fall short. And for me, in this season of my life, I'm fully learning that I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to have all the right things to say. But as entrepreneurs or as creatives or visionaries, we think we have to have it all figured out by a certain age or by a certain timeline. Majority of that is not realistic. And you're putting too much pressure on yourselves. There is such thing as putting too much pressure on yourselves. Most of you think, "Oh, well, if I don't do something all hours of the day and the all 24 hours that I have, then I'm considered a failure. I'm considered a nobody. I'm considered a falling short." That's your mindset telling you that. That's not actually true. That's your mind playing tricks on you. And believe it or not, it's not true. None of it's true. The things you say to yourself, that's not true. And this specific topic is important to a lot of us because I myself obviously struggle with many mental health issues, many days of my life where I questioned my existence. I questioned the tasks that I was doing. I questioned the goals that I strove for. Majority of it was because I was down on myself. I didn't believe what came out of my mouth. I didn't believe what I was actually doing because we set so many hard and unrealistic goals for ourselves. And then when we don't meet them, we get discouraged. We get overwhelmed. We think we're not doing enough. We consider ourselves a failure or a loser, or we start to believe what other people think of us. And like I mentioned, you got to get out of that kind of funk. You got to get out of that mindset. It's not doing you any favors. You got to stop belittling yourself. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because as an entrepreneur, as a creative, as a visionary, whether you work a 9 to 5, you got to stop thinking that you're less than somebody else or that you're less of than somebody else. That's your mind playing tricks on you. And it's a real thing. You don't believe me? Well, Go through life's many experiences. You will sure foresee it. It will sure come true. Like we talked about last week, there's numerous different mindset shifts. And the one particular that stands out to me is the victim mindset. I don't need to be in a victim mindset. I don't need to be a victim to my life, and neither should you. You should not be complaining about things you don't have with a work ethic that you're not willing to put in. You should not complain about things if you're not willing to put the work in. You should not complain that your life is bad and you don't have what you desire because you don't have the work ethic to match it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't follow. You shouldn't be complaining about how much money you don't have if you don't have the work ethic to follow that. If you're not willing to change your life, then sit back and watch somebody else change their life for them. If you don't take action, then who's to blame? You can't point fingers at everybody else for things you're not doing. That's a good way to start the room off. So, if you guys can, invite your people, copy this link, send it to people that you know that can benefit from this conversation. And there's a lot of things we're going to dive into today. But I want to kick it off on a good note. We're talking about adjusting to pressure. It's a mindset shift. We talked about it last week. There's numerous different mindsets that we all have, that we've all faced, that we've all endured. So let's kick this thing off on a good note. I see many people on the stage right now. If you guys want to chime in on what this topic means to you and give your take, let's keep it going. I'll ping the people up.
Hold
Let's
up,
go.
Nick. I got you, brother. Let me first of all give my flowers to my bro, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Anytime he comes through, it's always intentional. Put a heart in the chat if y'all felt that too. I've been in and out of meetings, all day. Supposed to connect with my bro Nick this morning, but I knew he was gonna come in and kill it. But at the end of the day, it's about being intentional. If you can be intentional and come from like a standpoint where everybody knows that you're standing on business, and that's when you're gonna get to the next level. That's why I always collab with Nick. I always rock with Nick because he got good mindset. He always adjusting to the pressure. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. I'm coming in hot. Let me hear some fire ass shares. We ain't slacking today. So Media Mentors, follow Nick. I'll be putting the OTM app up shortly, but make sure you guys are going to the Media Mentor clothing store as well. Go shop the ebooks out, the clothes out, We viral right now. And make sure you guys are adjusting the pressure. We're in a mind shift room with Nick. So let's turn up. Media Mentors, I'll be back 10 to 15. Nick, hold this down. Let's get it in. You know what it is.
Appreciate it, Stack. Yeah, like I mentioned, I want you guys to know, and you guys know how we do it in Media Mentors. There is no such thing as a bad question, as a bad response, as a bad take. Whatever you feel is on your heart, you speak it. And if anybody judges you, then they should be looking themselves in the mirror because they need some reality checks, not you. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times when people speak from the heart or speak from a genuine place, people get ridiculed or overlooked for that. We are all the same. We are all equal. Nobody's better. Nobody's different. Nobody deserves to be shut down or put down because of what they say and feel. You are important. You are valid to this space. And we all know that. It shouldn't have to be said in that manner for us to know that. We all hold a valuable space here in Media Mentors. We all have a voice. We all have a say. So please speak from your heart and don't apologize for speaking what you feel. This is a safe space. It's a positive space. It's an informative space. We can all learn from each other here. We can all grow together if everybody wants to grow together. Some don't, and some will. But the space, you can learn a lot from people just by listening. You don't have to be the one that's speaking all the time, but you can learn a lot from just listening to somebody and the way they articulate themselves. So I want to throw this mic up, and I know a lot of people on the stage right now. I want to get a feel for how you guys handle pressure and what kind of mindset does it take to exceed past your own barriers. If you know what I mean, I don't even have to explain it. So I'm gonna throw the mic up. Whoever wants to take it
What's
first.
up? What's going on, Nick? What's up, Stack?
My brother Julian was good,
JC
brother.
Funk.
Thank you for
What's
coming.
good, Entrepreneur Sherry, and other people that I might not know, whatever. But welcome everybody. I appreciate the time. Appreciate the media mentors, and I think this is a dope title. I got a certain perspective on this, right? About pressure and how I deal with it, and what I believe is a good approach. Could be a good approach, right? So people know sports. People know, basketball, boxing, this and that, football, right? And we talk about pressure. quarterback knows where the pressure is going to come from. The center got to know where the pressure is going to come from. How do they know this going into a game? Because they watch the film, they study. They already have played the scenarios of where pressure is going to come from 1,000 times or better about regarding that particular situation they are entering into, which happens to be a game. Now, for us, we have the ability to forecast, project, and foresee situations that may provide pressure in things that we're doing. A lot of times we tend to we got aspirations of some type of vision or dream or whatever we're pursuing, whether it be a person, whatever, right? And we just think it's supposed to go smooth sailing because that's how we, for those that do happen to move into the space without fear, a lot of people tend to think that, oh, this is going to be easy, or I shouldn't be dealing with nothing. Nothing should come my way as this and that. Nah, that's not how it works. Okay. You have to reverse engineer. And I've said this before, and this is just a new conversation to say it again. When you reverse engineer your situation, that means you have to envision it. You have to see who's around when you get to this emphasis or this climax or this height of your career or your passion or your dream or whatever it is you're doing. Again, it could be you pursuing a person. It doesn't matter. Who's all around? How did you get there? How did you arrive there? And then you walk it backwards to where you are today. Because that is a place that people call the future, which is nothing more than another place that clearly exists. Because guess what? God, the universe, whatever you ascribe to, it doesn't matter. Whatever when you have a vision and a dream, or just something clear, it's a clear picture, and it come out of nowhere, that shit is already completed. That's how you was able to see it. But now it's up to you to
Hold
walk
up,
that.
say that again. Say that again, Julian. Bring that back. I don't want that to go over their heads. And Nick, you heard that too, right, bro? We need you to bring that back because when we hear things that we like, Julian, we tell y'all to bring it back because we don't want it to go over the audience's head. So bring it back real quick. Let's go.
Not a problem, not a problem. Whatever you ascribe to, whether it be God, whatever you choose to call it, a deity that you pray to, the universe, it doesn't matter. When you get a vision about something and you see that picture so clear, that takes time. You got to sit, be quiet sometimes. Sometimes you can catch it on the go, but a lot of times you can catch it. And this is me talking from a subjective place of, my experience. When I'm able to sit, tune everything out, TV, phone, everything, I can sit quiet. It ain't even about going in this Hamre Kinyon, super meditation mode. Sometimes just be quiet and just think about the things that you want. And that picture just becomes clear and clear how to get it done. That shit is already done. It's already completed because the universe, God, that's how you was able to get the picture in the first place. Okay, wasn't you? Because if it was you, it would be something that your finite skills are able to do. When it's something that seems big as hell, like damn, how the hell I'm gonna get this done? That's how you know it ain't you. Okay, that's how you know it comes from a bigger place. And in that place, in that realm, we're talking mindset. So you have to expand your mind, not your limited thinking of your thoughts, but your mind, which is your aura and your presence of how you relate and correlate with people in the world. All right. And this is something that you need to absorb. Take it in. Write this shit down. Go back and think about it later. You might not get it right now. But I promise you, when you are able to make that choice of, okay, I'm going to paint my own picture, I'm going to create art so that my life imitates art. And that's what y'all doing anyway. Y'all are living a life online to try to mimic the art that you put out there. Your art is your posts, right? So if you can post art or make posts and reels and stories and all this other shit, and then you try to emulate that, that's all you're doing. You're doing it already. You've been in practice. Now take it to the next level. All right. And foresee not just what you post and it all look good, but actually tap into the other side of that bar, which is shit is negative. And or it's a negative energy. It's not that it's evil or bad, it's just a negative energy, but it's pressure. See it ahead of time. And that way, and keep seeing it and keep realizing it. Don't try to avoid it. Know that it's coming. And then you can don't try to when I say don't try to avoid it in the moment, if you're able to escape it and avoid it, like a good quarterback, you do that. But don't try to avoid the lesson or the visual of it. That's like a quarterback watching the same footage. And because he see that defensive end or that linebacker blitzing and coming, oh my God, I don't want to watch this. Motherfucker, if you don't watch that damn tape, you know what I mean? And just watch it happen. Yeah, it happened last game when you played in that situation. So take your past experiences and learn from those. Don't just take it as a L or take it as a miserable situation, but actually break that shit down and dissect it and see where you messed up. See where you are the error in these things. And that's when you'll be able to deal with pressure a lot better.
Put a one in the chat if y'all agree with Julian. He came in fire, right, Nick? Man, let's ping this room up for Nick. He's fresh off vacation right now. You know, Brody's back. It's time to turn this shit up. Julian, fire ass share, bro. Put some in the chat, man. Share the room up. Ping the room up. Let's get some more energy in here, right? We need some more energy in here. Julian just set it off on fire first, so you know what we doing, right? And Julian, shout outs to you. You know, supporting the media mentors, man. You know we locked in, right? Make sure y'all go following Julian and see what he got going on. This is someone I met in real
Absolutely.
life as
Appreciate
well.
it.
When you meet people in real life, Nick, you know what we say, locked in. You meet me in real life and you solid, I'm gonna rock with you. There ain't nobody can say shit about Julian or Nick or nobody else that I met. Especially when I meet you. But if I don't meet you, I don't know about you yet. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's really talk about it. Look, Nick, I'm passing it back to you, bro. Let's get it in.
Appreciate that, man. Julian, that was a fire share, man. I felt that, man. The crazy part is, and I'll pass it over to Denzel because I see him coming off. The one thing that I realized is you can tell just by the way someone carries themselves, the way they speak, and the way they articulate themselves, how much pressure and has been applied to them, and they rose to the occasion. Because a lot of people talk about, I want to set the bar so high for myself that even I can't reach it. And then it sounds good talking about it. It sounds good putting it into the universe. But when you actually follow it with action and believe what you say, it's another level. It's another level. I can't even describe that kind of feeling. But when you know you've hit that wall and you feel like you have no other choice but to persevere, and you know that there's nothing that can get you out of this except you locking in with yourself and betting on yourself, no matter how many people say you can't do it. I can't even tell you in my lifetime how many people, including family, have told me, no, it's not going to work. No, it cannot happen. You're kidding yourself. Stop having dreams that will not come true. I've heard every word in the book, but did that stop me from achieving what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Did that stop me from going after what I love and what I desire? Absolutely not. It's about you believing in it more than somebody else, because nobody's going to believe in your vision more than you. No one's going to believe in your words more than you. No one's going to support you more than you. No one's going to love and admire and appreciate you more than YOU. And I just have to add that to what Julian just said. Denzel, go ahead, brother.
Yo, what's up, media mentors, Stack, Nick, JT, everybody. Before I say my share, I just want to give my flowers to Nick and Stack and JT. I met them guys like a couple years ago. I'm very proud of you guys for y'all growth and just helping people, be inspired and keep going. But the topic for me today, adjusting to pressure. Man, I feel like I've had pressure my whole life. First time seeing my dad in the casket, never getting to meet him. So I feel like my whole life since 18, I've been put pressure on my life to be successful. Yeah, I messed up. I made some mistakes, but they were all lessons. And now I'm better and I haven't given up. So I feel like adjusting to pressure has just really been, man. I keep my faith in God and he's been keeping me ever since day one. So I just wanted to share that and love you guys. Keep growing.
Put a one in the chat for that. I need that, Nick. You heard that, right? That do something to you, Nick, when you know you can help others become successful. And Nick's a light for that too. Like, if you guys are looking for motivation, hit this link at the top real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hit this link at the top. Support Nick. He don't ask for nothing. The crew don't ask for nothing. But if you can download Nick's app and give it a review for me and a rating, that'll be fire. Like, just make sure y'all show that support because you never know who's watching, right, Nick? Like, that goes to show you. Put a heart in the chat too for Denzel. Thank you for coming up, bro, because it takes a brave and a vulnerable situation to come up and talk about that, bro. Because some people hide it in the dark, but you come through, bro, and embrace it and make yourself stronger. So I love that, and I like the words that you said about us because I work for, and that's how I know why Nick goes hard. Everybody in this room, Julian, everybody, Andrea, the whole team, Queen, like, we gotta go hard because you never know who's watching you as a leader, right? Or is using you as the example for success. So just be careful about what you guys are doing because you never know who's watching. There's kids that look up to me now. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be like me. They want to do this. They want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different when the kids are looking up to you and you got an impact on like the kids. Like like that you got an impact when they want to talk like you, walk like you, and wear what you want to wear. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, be careful what you guys are doing. Be careful what you guys are saying around the kids. I'm passing the mic up, Nick. I love that, bro. I had to come on that because that's going to touch a lot of hearts, especially when you guys listen to the replay because it shows that we are doing the work. We ain't just talking. You know what I mean, Nick?
Man, absolutely, Stack. I agree 100%, man. So, listen, man. Like Stack was just saying, I'm fresh off a little vacation, man. And you know what? This is another key piece I was gonna wait to chime in on, but I'm gonna say it now because a lot of us as entrepreneurs, as people that strive for a lot of different endeavors, some of you guys need to hear this, and I'm gonna say it from an extremely loving place. You don't need to go 100% all the time. Hear me out where I'm going with this. I took a break from social media and coming into Clubhouse for a few days because sometimes you need to reset from life. You need to take a recharge and do some time to self reflect, to think about your life, to think about your goals and aspirations. You don't need to show up for other people if you are not showing up for yourself. And let me tell you, it felt amazing to just decompress, recharge my personal battery, and just get back in alignment with Nick. And I feel more driven than ever. I don't know about you guys, but every time I come back from a vacation, I feel more motivated and impacted to want to live that lifestyle on a consistent basis. Like, you ever just get off the plane and get back to your hometown and think to yourself, man, I want to just book another flight and leave right now. I think that every single time. I'm even still thinking it right now when I just got off the plane literally 5, 6 hours ago. It's crazy. But I'm going to tell you this, the beautiful part about being in Florida these past few days, I got to meet KB in person, and let me tell you, she is exactly like she is on Clubhouse. She is exactly that. Her energy, her
KB the
attitude.
G, let's
I'm
go.
telling you, like she's just a different vibe, and it was so good to actually meet her. I know from what I heard, she is going through something at the moment, so I know she will not be here
Send
today.
them hearts to
So if you
KB.
guys can,
Send them hearts to KB on her
yeah,
Instagram, please.
if you guys can, just just reach out to her, tell her that you're thinking about her, you love her, etc. If you guys know who KB is, just make sure you guys do that off the strength of me and everybody else in here, because Lord knows, and I say it all the time, check on your people, man, because people go through harsh shit. Excuse my language, but a lot of us go through unexpected things in life that happen out of nowhere. Most of it's out of our control, but we have to make sure that if we're mentors, we lead like a mentor. We love like a mentor. We support like a mentor. We pour into each other like a mentor. Because you can't, it's not, to me, and I say this truthfully, it's not fair to call ourselves mentors if we are not practicing and living and preaching like mentors. So just just make sure we check in on our other mentor, KB, because we don't want nothing bad to happen to her or anybody. We're here for everybody as a collective. Like Lindsay always says in her space, the Wellness Warrior Collective, we're a collective in here as well. So just make sure you guys checking on your
Mm-hmm.
people. love on them, and just like I said, you never know what somebody's going through. But I'll say this last part and I'll throw it up because we got a lot of new people coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming in. You know, one thing I've learned is that the adjusting to pressure piece is not as complex as people make it out to be. And hear me out where I'm going with this. Sometimes we overcomplicate things, we overstem, we overwork, we overexhaust ourselves, thinking that we got to do everything by a certain age or a certain deadline. Let me tell you something. I thought like that for a majority of my life, and it got me absolutely nowhere. Because, and this is just Nick, for others it may work, but for me, it does not work. The reason why is because every time I didn't meet a deadline or I didn't meet an expectation that I set for myself, I'd get in my own head. I'd get myself in a rut. I'd put myself in a dark place because I think to myself, oh, well, I'm not doing enough. I'm not amounting to enough. And this is the old me that used to think like this. Now, if I do it, I say, you know what, Nick, it's all good. We got time. We got time to go back to the drawing board, get ourselves back in order, and figure out what we got to do from here. Because to me now in this season of my life, I'm not putting myself down. I'm not going to say I'm a failure. I'm not going to say I'm a nobody. I'm not going to discredit myself for how much progress I've made. I've come a long freaking way. And I'm sure you can say that about yourself. That's what you have to speak into yourself. There could be so many other things going on in your life. So many people that leave and walk up out of your life unexpectedly for no reason, don't even tell you why. You could be fired from your job. Your phone service could be cut off. You could lose everything to your name. You might have no money in your bank account. You might be going through the worst predicament in your life right now. The only person you can talk to is God or whatever higher power you believe in. You might be going through that difficult of a
Put a one
time.
in the chat if y'all agree with Nick. He's ripping right now. So put a fire emoji in the chat, please. I need to see what the temperature is. Let's go, Nick.
But let me tell you something, man. That faith thing, it can do absolute wonders for you. So many of you hold on to that faith. Please don't let go of that faith. I'm telling you right now. Because right now you could be in your darkest moment and tomorrow things could work in your favor. That's the power of never giving up. That's the power of believing the words that come out of your mouth. That's the power in believing when nobody else does and saying, I got this, rather than I can't do this. You see my word change there? Instead of saying, I can't do this, I won't do this, I don't think I can do this, I say, I will do this, I must do this, and I can overcome, I shall overcome. And I believe when I say it. I don't just say it to say it because that's adjusting to pressure because you put so much strain on yourself that you get mental blocks. And those mental blocks, let me tell you, they're an absolutely real thing. They are a real thing. So I'm gonna just mute on that because I know we got some people that want to come in and tear it up. So
Sheesh.
let's get it going. Let's get active. Ping your people in. I'm throwing the mic up. Who got it next?
Y'all better come in hot. Y'all see how Nick set you? I like how Nick set the tone in here. You understand? Ping the room up. We should already have 20 shares in here. Nick's done set it on fire. He set the tone. So let's ping this room up. Let's share the room up and get more people in here. Let them know it's Nick Day, OTM, back off vacation. Nick had a great time. I'm happy. When you see people go recharge their battery and come back stronger than ever, you it just does something to the whole thing, right? To the whole community, the vibe. I'm passing the mic up. Somebody adjust to the pressure and the mindset. What we doing? Who's next?
Oh, I'll come in here. I'll come in here on this
Isaiah.
topic without question. Listen, and Nick, welcome back. A little FOMO again that you got to hang with KB. So dope. That's what we do here in community. And when we are talking about adjusting to the pressure, here's the deal, and I've said it so many times in this room, diamonds are made under pressure. We are meant to move through things that feel challenging or feel far from easy. We are meant to do the stretching or the weightlifting. When we're looking to build our muscle, you're not picking up a soup can 1,000 times. You're picking up something that makes you have, requires some effort to get behind it, to actually move it. And it is in these micro tears that happen within our muscles, that's where we have strength. Same thing happens in our bones. The reason that weightlifting actually creates strong bones and prevents osteoporosis is because you get microfractures and then the bone builds back better. A really powerful thing. This is how everything amplifies in our life. This is the evolutionary part of developing under pressure. So we are meant to have moments that test us. We are meant to have moments that take us to our knees. We are meant to have these experiences so can become who we are meant to be. It is so essential that we walk through the lessons knowing they are meant to make us a better person. And so when we shift the mindset of everything is happening for us, not to us, when we shift the mindset and we know that we are meant for this, it is never more than we can handle, then we're able to pick our head up, dust our knees off and keep moving forward. They call it failing forward. And I say that too. And the funny thing is, how do you fail if you've moved forward? So it really is only to say that when we hit the ground, maybe even smash our face into the ground, in this proverbial way, like when we meet those moments, it is only going to make us more agile in the future. It's only going to make us move more effectively, more intelligently, more collaboratively, whatever that may be. So, listen, the pressure is meant to define me, it is creating me. I am grateful for what God has bestowed upon me, trials, tribulations, and the exciting, positive, and high vibration things, because every single part of them have been woven into my DNA to make me exactly as I'm meant to be. So I love this topic. I love you. I'm going to toss it back up and I'll keep coming in, I'm sure, ready to hear from other humans.
Damn. Put a heart in there, please, for Lindsaya. Please, because that wellness part, Nick, where she comes in, we need it, man. That whole thing, we need it. This is why we're a collective. Like Nick said, be a collective. Think of yourself as a whole. Man, put a heart in there. Because Lindsaya always going to come through with that fire. And be on the lookout for tomorrow as well. Lindsaya is coming in. What are we doing tomorrow, Lindsay? Real quick before you pass the mic up, before I forget. Over to you, real quick, and then we'll pass it.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we're going to go in like we are today, the important things that we do, the important conversations that we have. Tomorrow we're talking about elevating authentically, because so often we're trying to be something that isn't truly how we want to move in the world, or doesn't feel like it is really emerging from our soul. Rather, we're trying to follow somebody rather than authentically being who we're meant to be. And so when we're building soulful brands, when we're building brands that represent our highest intention, our biggest vision, and we move in a way positively, we can shake the ground and the whole damn earth with what we're doing. So tomorrow we're talking about elevating authentically and soulful brand building, because that's what we're doing in here in Media Mentors. We're building brands that will be the future. So that's what we'll be doing again at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Come with your wisdom. How are you building a soulful brand? How are you elevating authentically? What has helped you move your business forward? That's what we'll be discussing. And I'll toss it back to you, Stack. And I'm
No,
excited for
that's all.
today's
Yeah, that's all I
conversation.
wanted to know for tomorrow. There's another fire room because Nick's on fire right now. We stay on fire. You know what I mean? I just wanted you to know there's going to be back to back fire attacks from Media Mentor. Nick, back to you, brother.
Man, we get a back-to-back 1-2 combo. Lindsay, don't punch me in the chin now. I'm gonna watch out for that Mayweather haymaker. I'm watching out for that 1-2 combo, because you got me today, you got Lindsay tomorrow, man. Ooh, I'm ready for that one. I'm ready for that one. But listen, I got a few tips, Stack, and like I did last week, man, I got some things I wrote down for today that I want you guys to take home with you. So let me know if you guys are ready for this first one. Put some eyes up real quick if you
Man, they got
guys
to
are
get
ready
this
for this
joint to
first tip.
25, Nick. You know, if KB was in here, she'll be yelling at y'all.
Oh yeah,
Share
she
the
would.
room out, ping the room out
She
in the
would.
hallway. Nick can't give out no gems unless this room is on fire. Over there, KB will be in here like, "Where
That's
you
facts.
going? What are you
She would do that.
doing?" Yeah, she'll be yelling at us all. You better share this room out. You better share this room. JT, she'll be in here. You mad at me? What the heck you doing, Stack? She'll tell me to cut my mic off and all that. Y'all better get the hell up in there and share it out for Nick. Fresh off vacation, My broski back, the family full effect. This is the energy you want to be around. You want to surround yourself with this type of energy. Before Nick go in, I need y'all to get. See, we already got 25. Nick, you see, I had to yell at him like KP.
Hey,
Shut
let's get to
the
30.
damn room out. Let's
30,
go.
30, 30.
Nick in the building, the first one up.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you. I want you to get ready, man. This first one's a simple one, but understand your pressures. So what I wrote down, what I said, understanding your pressures, right? Think about all the pressures you have. It might be a lot to jot them down. Are these issues that come up regularly, or is it an on and off situation that's what you're worrying about? Acknowledging them can even help you avoid them, and it can help you get prepared for them. I'm gonna say all that again. I wrote this down. Think about all the pressures you have. It might help a lot to jot them down. If there's any issues that come up regularly, or is it an on and off situation that you're worrying about? Make sure you acknowledge them. Even if you can't avoid them, it can help you get prepared for them. That's the first tip. Understanding your pressures. Because believe it or not, majority of the pressures we have come from either bills, come from a mortgage, come from our business credit, our personal credit, whether it's certain things, our car note, our phone bill, paying somebody back that you owe money to, certain pressures you have, or getting a certain body by July or June, which is not realistic because either way, it takes time to get in shape, especially with consistency. So understanding your pressures and acknowledging them and not using them as a weakness or to discredit your progress, but to acknowledge how far you've come and to acknowledge that it's okay to take it step by step. It's okay to have that small progress or those small wins instead of taking ginormous steps. And then when you get to where you need to be, you're not satisfied. That's why, this is something I live by. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go on mute and then I want you guys to chime in because we got about 4 more tips I'm going to give out, but I'm not going to give them all out at once. This next thing I learned this the hard way. When I found out about it, it humbled the hell out of me. There is huge joy in doing the activity instead of just rushing to finish it. I'm going to say that again. There is huge joy in doing the activity instead of rushing just to finish it. What I mean by that is a lot of you are so focused on just reaching the mountaintop, but once you get to the mountaintop, what's next? Can you just kick your feet up and kick back and think there is no more work to be done? There's always more work to be done. There is always something more to do. There is always more to strive for. But a lot of you just think, oh, well, I got to get to the mountaintop and that's it. What about enjoying as you get up the mountaintop? Enjoying the
Woo.
steps and progress that you make to get up to the top of the mountain. There's joy in that. Don't just rush it because things in life that are rushed never come out right. Things that are rushed in life never come out right. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's certain things that should be done on time. No, don't rush anything. Let it come when it comes. Let it happen when it happens. Let it happen naturally. That's a fact that I've learned. Take that
Hey,
gym with you
hey,
and write it down.
Hey Nick, when are we gonna do that stagnant at the top room? Remember that one? That's what that reminded me of, bro. When people get up to a certain level, bro, and then they just stay comfortable there and they don't look for more opportunities. You just reminded me of that. So I think we should do that, Nick, in the future, bro. Staying stagnant at the top. Why do you stay stagnant? I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't care how many levels you go. I just seen people get there and stay at a certain level. Why they don't go past that shit? So be on the lookout for a room like that. And Nick just gave me like a good ass idea for that shit. That's what I want to do. I want to do. Why are you comfortable with being stagnant at the top? Because I'm not. Oh man, Nick, thank you for that, bro. I'm passing it up.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. So I gave y'all the first one, man. If you guys want to come in and drop some ones of your own, you got some takes, let me know. We want to hear them. Who got the mic next? Oh, not no crickets, man. Y'all
Uh
tell me
oh,
you got
Nick,
no
they ain't
I
gems
know.
to
I
ready,
was like,
Nick.
drop.
where's
Oh,
You got
KB?
no gems to
never.
drop.
There's
Oh, this is
no
crazy.
crickets on the stage.
I'll take it.
Jump in right
Come on,
quick
Stella.
before
Let's get it,
I
sis. Show them how we do.
Hey everybody, I missed y'all. I've been over here resting. Um I've been over here resting, and it's been a complete mindset shift having Um, I had a concussion like 13 years ago, so this concussion, I guess, with age, it's a little bit different. But I have learned in this moment, it's been like a mini vacation. I've been resting for like almost 2 weeks, and a lot of the things as far as adjusting has been happening. Like I've been heavily having to rely on my team. Thank God I have one, and relying on my systems because, I have to cut down screen time. I have to do everything. And so it has been a mindset shift, even going um, into this new year. And so I'm thinking, as I've been laying here and I've been resting, that first of all, listening to my body has been of the utmost importance. If you're not taking care of you, you can't take care of nobody else. You can't take care of your business. And you figure that out when you really take a step back from it. Sometimes we can be so close up on a thing and close up in business and hustle, hustle, hustle and busy, busy, busy. But you have to really step back and say, are you being productive? Is this a win for you? Is everything you have on the table and every iron you have in the fire, is it really worth your time, your effort, your being? I think I have made up in my mind that if it costs me my time and it's not worth it, I'm not giving it my energy. That's one of the things that I have learned or have made a decision for since I've
Put
been
a
laying
put a
here in
fire
rest.
emoji in the chat if y'all agree with Angelica. I ain't wasting my energy all 2024. Put a fire emoji in there. Let's go, sis.
The other thing is I'm standing on boundaries all 2024 and beyond. If I told you no, it's no. If I told you I'm not going to work with you, don't try to creep back in and say, oh, can you just do this little thing for me? The answer is no. Because if I finally reach that conclusion of not wanting to work with you, it's a reason. It takes a lot for me to dismiss someone because of my heart. Like I want to see everybody and I just want the world to be flowers and rainbows. But I just know it's that people that will use you and try to take advantage of that. And so in this time of resting, my no has been no. I've been able to stand on my boundaries even within myself. And I have really looked at the structure of my business and how I present myself. Now I show up as my authentic self wherever I go. Like you gonna get this Angelica 365, probably a little bit goofier, probably, you're gonna get all of me if I feel like I can trust myself with you. But what I have decided even more so on social media is to not allow social media to box me. And I wanted to say that to somebody in here because we be looking at the social media gurus that say, oh yeah, post 3 times a day and da 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 da. And then at the end, they'll say, be consistent. Well, my consistency may not look like your consistency. My consistency may not be 3 times a day. My consistency might be 3 times a week, but I'm consistent and my target audience looks for that. Just wanted to drop that in there. But when you are taking a step back from the bigger picture, you're able to view everything in the whole view and see where you can fix those problems and make a pivotal shift that not only affects you in your growth, but it helps you in your mindset. It helps you make the hard decisions. It helps you make the tough decisions. It helps you stand on your boundaries. Everybody is not my client. And I know that. When people come in my atmosphere and they say, oh my God, I love you and I want to work with you and da-da, and I'm like, but you're not for me. And it's okay. But I can refer you to these people that might be for you. It's just not me. I'm not in the atmosphere of wasting time. I don't care how much money you got. I got money too. But my time, I can get that back. And if I feel like I'm going to waste it on something, let me help you get your money's worth somewhere else, because I'm not going to put my heart into this. And I think as entrepreneurs, we have to make those clear boundaries. We have to make those defined decisions. We have to be clear on who we are and our identity. And sometimes it takes taking a break. I was always the person prior to this. I started in the music industry. So if anybody knows music entertainment, it's
Oh yeah,
hustle.
that's where we linked up, sis.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hustle, bustle, 24/7 in studios all the time. If an artist call you at 3 in the morning and be like, hey, I'm at the studio, I need you to do da da da. It's almost like that. And I always say I didn't become an entrepreneur to be a slave to someone else. Became an entrepreneur to have freedom in my time and my money, but more so my time. I'm a mother. I have 3 teenagers. They demand a lot. They about to be young adults. And so I have to make sure my time is spent valuably in things that I want to do and things that make me make my heart uh make my heart tick, and I still march to the beat of my own drum. But a lot of times as entrepreneur, we get so caught up in society and what social media say, and they say I should be doing this and I should be do what works for you. That's being authentic. Being authentic means you don't look like other people. Being authentic means you don't fit in with what everybody else say, and just because the guru say it don't mean that it's gonna work for you. And so I'm saying all that to say, don't become overwhelmed with all the things that is being put out, all the information. And sometimes it takes going to the beach and just sitting back. Sometimes it takes going on a walk. Sometimes it takes a clarity call. Sometimes it just takes taking a step back and unplugging and unwinding to really figure out how am I going to pivot to this next. And I'm going to say this, some of you have some amazingly big dreams and you might be afraid of it because you're looking at where you are now. But if you take a step back, you'll really understand how you can execute that, how the experiences that you have gone through over life is going to cause you to execute the big dream that you've been looking at and that you've been sitting on, that you've been afraid to do. It's a lot of things in my life that I've come across that I was afraid of because I was like, who, me? Like, I was a teenage mom. I was on Section 8 food stamps, all that stuff like that. You tell me I'm finna do all that? But I've done it, and I've done it 10 times over, and I'll do it again, and I keep doing it again, and I'm helping other people do it. I just started this series where I'm doing free classes. I worked with the SBA for 5 years, and I'm going to land here. Worked with the SBA for 5 years, and they paid me to do what I did, but I also offer free classes to the community using their resources. And I struggled for a long time with doing these free classes again, but not under the guise of the SBA, under the guise of AW Enterprises, me doing this because I've been blessed to be a blessing to other people. And at first I was like, what are people going to think? You know, everybody doesn't like free because they think free, you're not going to get enough value and da 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 da. But I paid for classes and still didn't get the value. But one thing about me, if you know, you know. If you want to be in on a blessing, take part. And I had to, the reason why I'm mentioning that, not for you to take the class, but sometimes you're going to do something that doesn't look like everybody else, but that just means you just are set apart and just keep doing and keep building in what you're doing. But sometimes you got to take a step back. Sometimes you got to rest. Sometimes you gotta unplug. You gotta take care of yourself so clarity can be at the forefront and strategy can be at the helm. So you can do things that you're listening, you see the vision, you see the inner thoughts. Y'all know I'm a preacher, so God be talking to me, okay? And I can take heed to his voice easily and disregard what society says because I'm taking care of me. I'm resting. I'm taking a vacation and I'm still gonna make my money. When I stopped chasing the bag and I started chasing purpose, I get everything started lining up. Money started coming to me effortlessly. Miss Manifest. That's why that's one of my affirmations.
Let's go.
It started coming to me effortlessly because I knew if I took a break, if I took a step back, if I first of all, I don't even really post on social media. This is the most I've been posting in the last 2 months. Everybody know email marketing is my friend. I love it. Like that's why I make my money. But nonetheless, when you take a step back and you get to know who you are, it's important that you schedule rest days. It's important that you take vacations. It's important that you are clear on who you are and what your purpose is. Because when you start chasing that thing, so many doors open up for you. So many relationships are built and the money will find you. I know we live in a society and a economy where it's like, oh, I need money. It costs to go outside. But when you're doing your God-given purpose, is going to come. The people you need are going to come. You don't need thousands of people. When I put some in my email marketing, I have probably like a good 125 people loyal. And I got a big email list. I got 125, 150 that loyally buy every time I put something out because I built a connection and a relationship with them. Because I stopped being afraid of, I stopped being afraid of being in the box. I stopped being afraid of my dreams and I just started taking action. And that comes with unplugging, unwinding, taking a step back, seeing what you can fix, and then be able to adjust to the pressure and the mindset shift that comes along with it. I'm going to land my plane there.
Damn, damn, damn. Put a fire emoji in the chat. We need more fire emojis in the chat, and I need y'all to ping this shit out before Nick, because I know Nick gonna say something about this. And I know other people probably want to pour in, and I know Nick's got his second tip because he's giving out 4. So it's probably gonna be over a power hour today, right? Nick, anything you want to say, to Angelica, because she went all the way in, bro, and that's my sis, man. Music industry, she's rubbing some of the same shoulders I am, bro, and it's all about staying next to the fire, right? If you stay next to the fire, you will become fire. So I love when Angelica comes in. I love when she talks. It's always good expertise, and she's in here 10 toes down with us. I love you, sis. Let's go, Nick. Back to you, brother. Let's get it in.
You know what? She's sitting over here burning the stage down. Can you let me get the fire extinguisher first before you do that? Can you let me know ahead of time before you do that?
Shit.
Listen, like I swear, so she over here dropping bombs, and I'm not even ready. I'm over here ducking and dodging, deflecting, trying to go behind walls and protect myself. She over here burning it up, which is crazy. But you know what, Stack? I expected nothing less. And the reason why I say that is because every time Angelica speak, I know it's gonna be a bar. I know it's gonna be a gem drop. I know she's gonna be over here putting the sprinkles on top of the ice cream, and she don't even need to be doing that because she already got enough on there. You know what I'm saying? She over here dropping major gems. And I hope for a fact you guys took notes because, man, I'm glad the replays is on because I'm gonna go back and listen to that one for sure. But something that she said that I have to say, she made me think of something, and this was something that unfortunately we have to learn the hard way. You cannot have $1 million dream with a 2 cent work ethic. I'm gonna say that again in case you didn't hear what I
Get
said.
up in the chat for Nick, man. Y'all gotta put a trophy in the chat for that one, Nick. You gotta let that one breathe. Put up in there.
You cannot have $1 million dream with a 2 cent work ethic. And I say that not to disrespect, not to come at you sideways, not to tell you that you're not working hard enough, but I say that because, let's be honest, a lot of us could be working a lot harder. A lot of us could be doing a lot more. But, like I said, within reason, with everything in life, it's moderation. There is such thing as moderation. There is such thing as overworking, overexhausting, and overstemming yourself. But also, what I've learned is progress isn't always physical. Progress is mental. Progress is spiritual. Progress is even financial. It's not always physical. You don't always have to be moving your body to be called productive. There's a lot of different areas in your life where you can be productive, not just in the physical piece. But a lot of times we are not going 110%. Like me, I've been a basketball player my whole life, and I coach it. So hear me when I tell you this. I tell my players to go game speed all the time. What do I mean by game speed? I don't mean 50%. I don't mean 20%. You practice how you play. That's the same way you do in life. You practice how your result will be. If you do not practice it, you will not get it. It's that simple. What Angelica said, I hope you guys take valuable notes because that alone, like I mentioned, was a gem in itself. I'm over here taking notes too. I learned from others, and that's what pressure is. You don't have to be the one that drops the gem or gives the gem or gives the advice or gives the gem out. No, you could be one that just listens and still learn and still be valuable. You don't got to speak all the time. And for me, that was something I had to learn. I'm a public speaker. I love speaking. And let me tell you, sometimes I got to take a back seat and say, you know what, Nick? Nah, let somebody else shine. Let somebody else have the moment. I don't need to have the moment all the time. But you know what? I respect myself and respect others enough to give them the voice and the light as well. I don't need to hog it. I, I don't need to be one dimensional. I'm multifaceted. And that's what makes me unique. That's what makes me authentic because I don't have to be the one that says the right things, does the right things, has to be always in the spotlight without shining the spotlight on others. Now, what kind of mentor and what kind of person would I be if I'm consistently taking the spotlight and not allowing others to shine with me? It makes no sense. I have never and or never wanted to be around somebody that does that. That's just not me. And if you are that kind of person, let me tell you with respect and love, stay the hell away from me. Stay the hell away from me. Seriously. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how much money you think you have. How you treat people tells all. How you show up for others and yourself, that tells everything. Your character presents you before you open up your mouth. Your energy speaks for you before you do. Trust me when I tell you that. It's a true fact.
I
It's a
like that
proven
one,
fact.
Nick. Why'd you say that, Nick? You know you gotta expand on that before you pull the mic up, Nick. You can't just say no shit like that. You think you slick. Nah. Why you say that, man? Let's talk about it. Let's expand on it for a few minutes, bro. What's good?
You know why, Stack? I'm gonna say this and then I want to go into my next tip. I say that with humbleness because a lot of you think you should be opening doors or you should be in the rooms of opportunity when you don't even want to open the door. You don't even want to open the door. You're in a room full of giants and you're afraid to speak. But you know what? How you enter that room with your head high, with your chest up, with confidence and not boastfulness. Let me tell you, energy never lies. That energy piece, it never lies. I've been in rooms where I saw somebody walk in the room and I said to myself, man, that person just got a swagger about them. They like you can't even you can't put your finger on it, but they got something about them that, yeah, it's almost like you want a piece of it. I'm telling you, I've been in rooms and I've walked in rooms where you gotta act like you're that guy or you're that girl. You gotta act like you're the top dog. Even if you don't even know about you, I don't even know what you bring to the table or what you do, you got to have that kind of confidence. It's not cockiness, it's confidence. And people mistake that cockiness for confidence. It's not. There's a huge difference between the two. Believe it or not, that's adjusting to pressure because you're afraid to walk in that room full of giants because you don't want to mess up, you don't want to say the wrong thing. God forbid you you give the wrong handshake or you give the wrong hug or you say the wrong thing and you think, oh well, damn it, there goes my shot. It's all in your head. It is all in your head. Believe it or not, it's been in your head. And believe it or not, I'll say this next tip because I know y'all probably thinking, oh, I want this next tip. Let me tell you something about
They
being in a
gotta
room full
share
of
this room
giants.
to 30 something, Nick, before you do anything. Go ahead, bro.
Man, listen. What I've learned about being in a room full of giants, notice how I just said the word giants. People that we look up to, people that we've looked up to for months, days, weeks, years, however many times it's been. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people we can classify as a giant. But believe it or not, I'm gonna tell you something. I I made a status the other day on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know which one I'm talking about. I said something where I said, support your friends like you do these celebrities. Buy your friends gear like you do these celebrities. Love and respect your friends like you do these celebrities. And I'm gonna say this last part. Your friends are celebrities too. Now, most of you think, oh, well, if my friend don't got $1 million net worth, if they're not in a movie or they're not in a major podcast, if they're not on a billboard, if they're not on a website, if they're not an article, then why the hell are they called a celebrity? You want to know why they're a celebrity? Because they're just as important as a celebrity. You don't want to know why? Because they're a human too. They don't get undervalued. They don't get undermined. They are a celebrity too, and you treat them as such. You want to know why a lot of your friends have so much pressure on their back? Because they want to live up to your expectations, or they want to live up to your reality, or you want to live up to their reality. That's why a lot of you guys have identity
Damn,
issues.
Nick.
And I'm saying this humbly. I'm saying this truthfully. Hear me out when I say this, because I was that same person. I wanted to be loved and respected and admired by everybody around me when I didn't even give that back to me. Now, how much of a disservice is that? That's a huge disservice. Huge. Emphasis on the disservice. And that's going to lead me to my next one.
Nick, I think they need to share the room out. One quick reset. We just hit 3. If y'all want Nick to go in, get up in the chat real quick. And y'all gotta ping this room out, bro. Right? I need y'all to really understand where Nick's coming from, right? Nick, let me do one quick reset, bro. Then we gonna
Go
come
ahead,
back
brother.
in. Because this next tip, It's gonna blow y'all mind. I know Nick's got it in the stash, but we need y'all to get more active. Get up in the chat if y'all enjoying it. Bring some more people in here if y'all adjusting the pressure in the mindset shift. But Nick already know what I do, man. I turn him up with some meat. You know, already know what I do, Nick. What we do, I think we back outside, Nick. What you think, bro? You think we outside, Nick? I think we outside.
I woke up, I made a meal, and at the mall. If life come have my way with then I'm headed wrong. Ain't none of y'all getting none of this money in me and my dogs. With a brand new push, turbo sport with a horse, but it look like a farm. I just hop through the hood and I hop on the chop in the hood. Bad little titties, shot real good. Car and I ain't gon' want them to walk the hood. Y'all be paying them hitters for real, y'all not ain't good. Greenfield AP called me 450, been on the CRS. I been hearing y'all already love. I wanna see her chest. She gotta move real careful like it's the operator. See her text. Names start popping up, planes start popping up. Y'all look, better be on your best. I just came out back outside and all the baddies back outside. Spoil them married 3 months, give them a prize. They talk about me, they know they play. I've been ballin' so long in Miami, I don't need to take days to prime. She got that's rich, but they ain't really lit like that. Tell her take her time. They really love her, but I give her so many hundreds, can't make her mine. She say me come me rough, and I was tryna break her spine. No, this little my dog, and I can't make her mine. Outside, I just popped out, came back outside. Yeah. Big boy trucks in the driveway. We outside with it. Reaching for my richer, you gon' die with it. I've been keeping it packed up, bello. They outside with it, and I just made a couple meaning 5 minutes. Okay. That new Maybach came today. I'm putting mics all in their face for all my passed away. Yeah, I ain't really had no time last year, but today, y'all only was keeping up, y'all giving that cash away. Okay.
Yo, Nick, I think they ready, bro. I think they ready for the next one, Nick. What you think, bro? I think they ready. Energy up there. Let's go, Nick. It's on you, bro. It's OTM day. Download the OTM app as well if you guys want to get motivated. Nick sends out, you know, motivational quotes to everybody's phones daily, right, Nick? And you handwrite them yourself, bro. What happens when I click this link real quick, Nick, before you get into your next tip, bro? What's popping with the app?
Man, listen, man. Make sure you guys download the Only the Motivated app, man. Only the Motivated is my brand. If you can see the shirt that I'm wearing in my PTR, that is my brand. That's my business that I started a couple years back. As you guys know, I'm a public speaker. I'm all about motivation, empowerment, positivity, encouraging the masses, and impacting on another level, on a different stratosphere. I created an app to bring community, bring people together, and just spread some love and positivity. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I'm sure you guys know, there's a huge shortage of that in the world. There is a huge shortage of people being kind, people being loving, people being positive. People just want to indulge in negativity and hate. People just want to indulge in negativity and hate. And I want to be that 1% to create an app to help people with mental health, give them resources for free. It's a free app. I don't want nothing in return. And a stack, I'm going to tell you what, you know exactly where I'm going with this. When you give back to the world around you, it comes back full circle for you in ways that you probably didn't even expect to get back. And that's why this app is essential. It's a free app. It's a
I don't
free
want to cut
app.
you off,
Download.
Nick. Okay.
You said what, Daisy? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I just wanted to just basically co-sign what you said. You know, just about the love and giving people love and it coming back to you like the law of reciprocity. That's all.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Daisy. I appreciate that. So yeah,
You're
make sure
welcome.
you guys definitely tap into that link above. If you have an Apple or Google or Android phone, I keep saying Google phone. I haven't had an Android in
He
15
said a
years,
good.
y'all. Bear
Yo,
with
Nick
me.
calls it a Google phone.
Bear with me, y'all. I haven't had an Android in like 15 years,
Wait
man.
a
So
minute.
Nah, facts. Nick, me either. Call it a
it's been
Google
a
phone.
long time, so bear with me. I've been Team iPhone for 15 years, so bear with me. But like I said, it's on the Apple and Google Play Store. Make sure you guys download that link and check it out. If you want to leave a review, you're more than welcome to. I don't want anybody to feel forced that they have to download it, but check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed. I promise it'll be the most positive app you have on your phone. I can guarantee that, and you'll see just by all the notifications I send out morning and midday and afternoon. So trust me, it's a game changer. And I promise if you download it, You're gonna like what you see. So with that being said, tip number two, I got another 45 minutes for y'all, and then I gotta hop out. I gotta coach my girls team this afternoon. So I got this the second tip y'all gonna like. I wrote all these 5 tips down for today. The second one I got for you: accept things you cannot change. I'm gonna say it again. Accept things you cannot change. Why I say that is because there are some things or situations that we cannot change. Recognizing this is not easy, but once you can, it means that you park them and put your efforts into the things that you can do something about. I'm going to say that again. I'll repeat from the top. There are some things or situations that we cannot change. Recognizing this is not easy, but once you can, it means that you can park them and put your efforts into things you can do something about. Now, I'm sure that resonated with somebody because for me, I've realized a lot of the things I was worrying about are out of my control. I cannot change the past. I already won that victory. God pushed me ahead for a reason. I cannot stem on it. I cannot dwell on it. I cannot overthink on it. I have to look forward and realize what's in front of me now and prepare for the future. You have to accept what you cannot change. Now I'm gonna throw the mic up. I want to see who wants to come in and chime in. We got some beautiful people on the stage. If you guys want to give your takes, I got 3 more tips before I head out of here. So let's keep it going. Let's be active. Ping your people in, and please send this link to somebody that you think can benefit from this conversation. We all can benefit from this. So I'm throwing the mic up. Who's coming in next?
Hey Nick, it's me, Miss Self Love.
What's up, Miss Self
Uh,
Love?
Miss Self Love.
oh my goodness, Nick, you're dropping bombs today. You're doing amazing as per usual. I feel really motivated. I know the whole room does. And Stack with the Pack, thank you. The Legend of Clubhouse for doing this media mentors as per usual. And I love what you said because that is like a huge, like, that's self love, right? A lot of people realize that they don't realize that they have to change themselves in order to change the world. Sometimes we're pointing our fingers at other people, like you have to change and everybody else has to change. But really, you have to point that finger at you and you have to change. Once you change and once you become that light, people around you will follow, they will change. Even with children, they do what they see you do. They do what they see you do, not what you say. And everything around you starts to change once you say, I'm going to change myself. I'm going to be the leader in my own life, whether other people follow or not. I'm going to be the leader in my own life and I'm going to be the change. And then I can accept that. And some people will change, some people won't change, but it's about you changing, you being the leader, and then the world will change little by little. So when we change ourselves, we do change the world. So I wanted to add that on. And thank you for letting me speak. I'm a land.
I just wanted to add something too. Shout out to Miss Self Love. She's a nice, beautiful lady. I came across her rooms before. She's nice, and a few other ladies. Miss, what is her name? Miss Manifest is really
Miss
nice.
Manifest, her sis.
Yeah,
Yep,
Miss
they go hand in
Manifest
hand.
and Angelique. Some other ladies I bumped into, really nice ladies. But anyway, just want to touch on some things that Nick said. Nick, you're funny, man, because you talked about giants and stuff like that. But where I'm from, I'm the big dog.
Say
You
it
know,
again for the
you
people in
know,
the back.
I'm the big dog.
Yep, I heard it better the
You
second
see what I'm
time.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the bank. I'm at Chase right now, so I don't want to scare nobody off. But, it's just funny to me because I heard you say that, and I know that's a part of your logic. But just a part of mine is just being a big dog because in my mind, giants do fall. Biblically, giants fall.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So, me being a big dog, I'm be standing on 10. You hear me? As I write this check. You feel me? So that's how I be feeling. I just wanted to share that with you, but I appreciate you coming sharing your energy because we need more positive energy in this here atmosphere. Because so much negativity, so many people hurting, so many people, when you talk about love, people are evil and do the things they do because they need love, and people feel like you have to earn love. And I had to tell somebody today, you don't have to earn love. Give me a second. People say you have to earn love, but love is given freely. So, but anyway, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna finish up at this bank so I can get out of here so I can pay my bills.
Woo! I felt
Hold
that,
on, Daisy.
Daisy.
Hold on, Daisy came in hot, Nick. Hold
I
on,
felt
B.
that.
Hold on, G.
Yeah, I felt that one, Stack. I felt that. And I felt what Miss Self Love was saying, man. Back to back, that 1-2 combo. Listen, I was waiting for Miss Manifest to come in and just give the quick haymaker real quick, but she didn't. I was like, man, I got a 1-2-3 like that. I feel like I just got knocked down. But let me tell you, that one, I felt that. I felt that true to my core because, it's so important we just spread more love and positivity. And because, believe it or not, majority of the pressure we put ourselves on is because we're so worried about just being there for everybody else and giving to everybody else and being validated or approved by everybody else. You got to validate, approve, and love yourself. First off, most importantly, that's essential. That's crucial because majority of what we feel, think, and act does not come from other people. It comes from within. And majority of the answers we seek come from within. It's self-realization. That's the key. It's that
Yup.
self-realization
Hold
piece.
on, Nick. Let me expand on that self piece because when you guys look in the mirror and you realize what you're doing wrong or what you haven't done right, you'll get back to the drawing board and make it happen. And if you guys agree, throw some fire emojis in the chat. Look in the mirror, do the self work. It's okay to say, "Oh yeah, that was wrong," or "I messed up on this," or "I need to do this better next time." That's what makes you a better human being on this earth. That's why I always get the blessing. That's why Nick get the blessing. Because Nick, we could look in the mirror, bro. You know that. I met you real life. This is someone I met in real life. Nick knows what it is. When you meet people eye to eye, it's different type of vibe, right? I know that Nick's wants to give. He has a message. Spirit, like this whole journey, spiritual for me. I'm not just doing this shit for no reason. Instagram, brand. This shit ain't just to look cool. Nick, you know what it is, bro. We have to make an impact to impact the masses. If I can impact the masses and reach a lot of different people, that's with this message, I'm good. OTM, motivating people, Stack Pack Media, putting people in the position to win. But you got to do that self work first. You got to look in the mirror and say, you know what, man, I'm going to be better than I was 24 hours ago. I don't want to be the same person I was last week or last month and shit. You got to always change. That's why, come on, man, when you be in the media mentors, you're going to see why there's motivation or why to be next to the fire or why to start your podcast or why to manifest your dreams or why to listen to Angelica or to come to get that motivation. I'm telling you, there's people in here that's going to get you to the next level, but it's just all up to you to dive in. You got to have a plan. That's another thing I want to talk about too, Nick, real quick, because I know Nick got 45 minutes, but have a plan too. If you guys don't have a plan for this journey, then you're not going to get to the next level. There's a lot of people that think, oh, but they ain't got no damn plan, right? Have a plan for yourself. If you ain't got no plan, you ain't got it planned out, then you ain't going to get to the next level for 2024. And there's plenty of people that's hopping on the schedule, right, Nick? Stack, we going to do this, we going to do that, and they have plans and they're following through and executing because they know for 2024, I'm not doing no talking. It's either we working or we ain't talking. We gonna get to work. Every day I wake up early as shit and I get to work. That's what it's about. Getting to work, not slacking, right? When people be sleep, Nick, you know I'm up on the blockchain getting to it. Or I'm trying to figure out how the people get to the next level. Like there's always a chance to get to it. You just gotta have that momentum. Keep up the momentum, keep up a good attitude, have a good day every day, not just sometimes. That's what people fuck up at. They have a good day sometimes. You feel me, Nick? They have a good day sometimes. You feel me, Ron? You understand? Angelica, they have a good day. No, you gotta have a good day every day, even if you feel like you don't have to, because there's a lot of people that count on you guys, especially with these messages that you guys have and the amount of light that you have in you guys to have other people ramp up and start their businesses. So Nick, that's all I wanted to say real quick, bro, was the momentum and the self-work part. Let's get back to Nick's tips, and if you guys want to pour in, just put something in the chat, but I know Nick's time is limited, so let's get back to the tips. Let's go, Nick.
Yeah, man, I got a half hour, man. I want to give these 3 tips out, but I want to give a couple people to chime in. I know Ms. Manifest said their app was glitching. I know Queen want to chime in. So Ms. Manifest, go ahead, drop your gems. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be quick, y'all. Hey everybody, my
My
name is
sis
Miss
right there. That's my
Manifest.
sister.
Woo. That's right. That's my brother for real, for real. Like I met him in real life, and literally he's been rocking with me from the beginning of time. Okay, I feel like I've known him for years. I would not be on this app literally as hard as I am if I did not meet y'all. Stack, Nick, thank you for doing this room, hosting this room. Thank you, everybody, for really pouring into everybody, because this year is about you guys, right? So I like what Angelica was talking about. You know, you got to take that time to relax, right? So one of the things I really want to tap in on, and shout out to my beautiful queens, Andrea, as well, Sherry. Thank you, Daisy, for the beautiful share. Queen Orinthia, always making sure my systems is good. My business bestie, Miss Self Love. I'm sorry, I just got to shout y'all out. Rain, thank you for being here as well. Rihanna, Sonia, my VIP members, Dorothy, Miss M, everybody here that I've touched faces with. If I touched your energy in a call for whatever reason, Shay, everybody here, thank you for being on the stage, Queen. Listen, we have to be in gratitude mode. And that self-love part that Miss Self-Love was tapping in on, right? I'm gonna bring it back to meditation, because I'm everything manifestation. Manifestation is faith, right? So a lot of times we feel tired, and it's not even our body being tired, it's our spirit, right? It's our spirit, because we're supposed to be focusing in on our purpose. If you're chasing a bag, I tell you to rewind that, right? Chase the purpose. So a lot of times I'm using different mechanisms to get closer to my purpose, right? In order for me to reach my purpose, I have to have others. I have to help others. I don't play with people's time. I don't play with people's energy. So when you talk about pressure, that's a pressure. Because in order for us to continue in life, our next life, right? When we go to, if y'all believe in the heavens, right? You got to make sure you aligning yourself with purpose. This is big. And where do you find your purpose at? Where do you discover it? Through meditation. I used to be one of those girls that hang out, chill with my friends, relaxing, hearing where the next event was, brunching, lunching, traveling the world, going to every party, wherever. I had to stop that. My party is my purpose, right? I get excited about that. If you align yourself with your purpose and you start to meditate, only you can hear this. Nobody else could tell you your purpose. I'm telling you right now. It's between you and God. And yes, I'm going to bring it there, because this year, oh my God, this is serious. My meditation gave me every single step I needed to hear to be able to take myself to the next level and others. But that happened when it was service to many that leads to greatness, right? That vibration. I had to service people, and then the greatness comes, right? Then the income comes. You sitting on your butt and you watch everybody else that's not going to align you with your purpose. You have to step up, ask questions, connect with your team, meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, contact me, right? You guys can use a guided meditation. A lot of people, I can't quiet my mind. I know, me neither. I'm all over the place all the time. Get a guided, GUIDED meditation. Put like 10 minutes in, right? Do it between the hours of 3 and 4, or right before you get up, right? Before you even brush your teeth, everything. Just go and meditate and listen into questions that you have in your mind. Whatever ideas come, write them down. That's what you can be able to hear. Nobody else. You could get ideas in this room, but if you don't write them down and meditate on them, it may not happen as fast as you like. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Miss Self Love. That's all I gotta say. I pray that helps somebody. Share out the room and add yourself to the Media Mentors house up top, right above the little topic right there, adjusting to pressure mindset shift. I'm Miss Manifest. Thank you, y'all.
Hold up, y'all gotta put a fire emoji in the chat for Miss Manifest, right? That's my sister right there. I'm proud of her for, seeing her growth, coming to the club and helping us elevate and put the light in here. So over to you, Nick, but just wanted to shout out Miss Manifest because she just had a fire room with us called How to Manifest Dr. Money in a Day, and it's already on the podcast on stackpackpodcast.com. So appreciate you, Miss Manifest. Always see you, want you to shine forever. Let's go. Nick, back to you.
Man, listen, you know what? My app was glitching just now. So Ms. Manifest, I know it's I'm feeling what you're putting down. Let me tell you. My app was glitching too. But let me say this. I heard everything she said, and I'm over here recovering because man, did I just get punched in the chin. I'm telling you, Stack, that three-way haymaker with Miss Self Love, Ms. Manifest, and Daisy. Whoo! Man, listen, I'm still
Yeah, they
recovering.
came
Give
in
me a break.
fire. The woman punching him, right?
I'm over here recovering, man. But listen, let me tell y'all, man. Let me tell you. So, my next tip, I need y'all to put some eyes up. If you guys ready, man. If y'all ready for this next tip, man, put some eyes up real quick. This next one, man, y'all gonna like this one, man. Y'all gonna like this one. Listen, this next one is get organized. Whoo, let me tell you. Let me tell you, this one's essential. Get organized. So, what I wrote down for get organized is organizing your time can help you feel more in control. Make a list. Getting things out of your head onto a list can help clear your mind, help you see things in black and white. Work through the most important things first. And once you've completed that, the other things will feel easier. Don't forget to cross it off your list because it sure is a satisfying feeling when you see that list start to shrink. I don't know if y'all heard everything I just said, but I'm going to say it again so it hits a second time. Organizing your time can help you feel more in control. Make a list and get things out of your head and onto a list so it can help you clear your mind and help you see things in black and white. Work through the most important thing first, and once you've completed that, the other things will feel easier. Don't forget to cross it off your list because it sure is a satisfying feeling when you see that list shrink. And what I mean by all of that is get organized. So this was something I struggle with. But what I do at the end of every year and every week, I have a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard in my room and in my office where I write down my daily goals, my weekly goals, my monthly goals, my yearly goals, and I find a way to achieve them step by step, little by little. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't rush to the mountaintop just to finish it. I take it step by step. I figure out what needs to be addressed and I take care of that first. And once I attack that, then I go to the next thing. A lot of you don't journal. A lot of you don't write your goals down. You just have it in the back of your mind and think, oh, well, that's enough. No, it's not enough. You got to write it down so you can see it plain as day and see it right in front of your face. Because believe it or not, we are all considered a visionary. We are all considered something of
And put a one in the
essence.
chat if y'all agree in Nick, that visionary part. Put a one in the chat.
We are all considered a visionary. When you write it down and see it clear as day, you start to believe it more because a lot of us have big dreams, big goals, big aspirations. But like I said, you can't have $1 million dream if you have a 2 cent work ethic. So for you and I, for your service and mine, please make sure you take the time to write it down so you can believe it, so you can see it plain as day and actually execute on it. Because it's one thing to have a dream and it's another thing to execute it because a lot of you have all these dreams, all these endeavors you want to accomplish in your lifetime, but you're still doing the same thing as you were before. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting something different to happen. It just doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna go on mute. I want to see who wants to chime in. I got 2 more tips I want to give, and we're gonna light this thing up for the next 20 minutes before I gotta get up out of here. So who's coming in next? Like, mic's up. Let's go.
Hi everyone, this is Queen. Um I I have a little social anxiety when it's like a group of people, so just like bear
You're
with me.
doing great, Queen. You
But
got this.
everything that everybody said, like, if y'all ain't got no pen to pick it up and write it down, like, I don't know what y'all in here doing. But they dropping gems in here today. I just wanted to say, like, the feeling of being like uncomfortable, that was like a adjusting pressure for me, because like I was so used to, keeping things always organized, keeping things together, to the point where everything like fell apart. I lost my car, my house, my mom, everything. And it's like I needed that, family support, and I didn't have that. So it was just like, my back was against the wall, but I just, believed in God, like, and he showed me like the way. He showed me that only he can, not the people and the places and the thing that's in this world. So it's like things that I didn't have the vision for, he gave me the vision for it. So now I see things more clearly. Things that I didn't used to sit up there and didn't take into consideration, going out, partying, hanging out with friends. Yeah, all that stuff is nice, but it's like, what are you doing with your life? What are you really doing with your time? So I was just like, this is an uncomfortable process. I was homeless in the shelter, my kids going through, all this stuff. And it's like, dang, it really messed up my mental space. But I was so glad that I was able to still bounce back and, just use that to keep going and to stay motivated and focused. So I say that to say, if you feel like you're in an uncomfortable place, that uncomfortableness is going to get you to back to your comfort, but you got to stay focused and you got to be locked in and, write things down, make the goal, and stick with the goal. My plan was to come up with my vision board. I haven't been doing it. I've been procrastinating, talking about it, but not being about it. So it was just like, you know what? Now is the time. Like, just like Nike say, just do it. So I said, like, this was just my do it year. Write everything down. I could look at it and visualize it every day and put my best foot forward. I know that I can do it, and I know that I'm able to do it because of everything that I've been through. It didn't break me, it made me stronger. And I'll rest my mic for the next speaker. Thank y'all.
Nick, can I say something real quickly? I'm finna jump off the in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but what Queen said, I just want to tell you, Queen, you got this. Like, literally, I've been in that situation before. Like I have single mother, 3 kids. I've been doing it. Like I carry my kids on my back, and my oldest is autistic. So I've been in that position that you're in, and sometimes we may not understand the journey, but take notes in the journey, because when you get to the destination, you'll be able to use those same notes and create a blueprint for whoever that is at that destination, that you can speak life into them. But I wanted to say this: when you had said about being so organized and uncomfortable and being uncomfortable, don't get so caught up into your routine that when it's time to pivot, you miss that shift and then you lose everything because we're afraid to be uncomfortable. When you are so gung-ho on this routine, you become complacent and then you become comfortable. And anybody that comes complacent and comfortable, they're not growing. And when a pivot happens, it looks strange and it looks foreign to us and it seems unknown, and we don't want to grasp hold to it. Can I tell you that even on the GPS, if you put in a destination, it comes up with 3 to 4 different routes, but you still get to the destination, but the timing may be different. Don't be afraid to turn a corner. This is not a straight line. Like, no, we stay in our lane, right? But nobody never said that the lane was just a straight up lane. The lane may have curves. The lane may have a detour. The lane may have a roadblock or an obstacle. But nonetheless, stay in that lane and take it and follow it how it takes you. Nobody would have never told me that the road that I was on would lead me to where I am. In my mind, I was going to school to be a doctor, a pediatric doctor. However, I had to pivot at 19 years old when I had my second child. I was a 2-time teen mother, and I had to say, what am I good at right now? And I started my business based on what I was good at, which was consulting. And I had a love for music, and the independent music scene was like popping. So that's what I stepped into. And from there, the journey has turned and twisted and turned. I done pivoted. I done did some things. I done expanded. I done grow. But at the end of the day, I'm always reaching back to help people, which was always my ultimate goal. When I was growing up, I said, I just want to help people. I just want to. And I didn't know how that looked. I thought just being a doctor or a teacher, a lawyer, that's how you help people. However, on this journey, I figured out that everything that I've been through has been the blueprint to help others. So don't be so caught up in your routine, and don't be so complacent and comfortable that you're afraid of the uncomfortable, because it's in the uncomfortable is where you'll grow. It's in the uncomfortable when ideas are birthed. It's in pain where purpose is birthed. Like I look at some of my breakups and the pain that I endured because I got complacent in those relationships, and it birthed some of the greatest ideas in my life. And not only did it birth it, I executed it. And so just keep an open mind. I'm very optimistic about life and how it evolves. I still work on what I'm working on, but if something shifts, changes, or makes a turn, I am there to grasp hold to it, because it's been time where I was very hard headed and didn't go forth with it, and caused me to lose everything twice because of my decisions. And so at the end of the day, listen, like take that break. Listen to what's happening around you. Take note of what's happening around you. Take notes of feelings. Take notes of your mindset. Take notes, take notes, take notes. Because it's going to be a time where you get to your destination and you can create a whole blueprint to help lift those others up and serve them. And that could also be your book. That can also be your podcast. That also can be your blog. That can be whatever to help others get to their destination just like you did. So just wanted to drop that in there, Nick.
Let's go, Nick. We heating up, bro. I told you.
Man, that was powerful. Let me tell you, that was Queen and Angelica. I felt that. You know, I don't know about you guys, but if you guys could throw a heart up real quick, I felt that. I don't know if I'm coming through clear, but I feel like my thing is
Yeah, you
kind of
are.
glitching a little.
It's glitchy a little bit, Nick, but we rolling through.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my service, but if you guys can't hear me at some point, just cut me off. But like I said, I don't know about you guys, but I felt that. You know, that I felt that true to my core, and it was really like it hits different. It hits different when you see somebody overcoming all the adversity, all the pressure, all the things that life throws your way, and just being able to bounce back. I find that so inspiring. I don't know about you guys, but I get inspired by that. Little things like that inspires me. Like I get inspired by things like that. So again, I got 2 more tips. I got 15 minutes. I don't know who wants to come in next, but I'm after whoever
I would
shares
like to
next.
share. Yeah, I would like to share, please.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
just,
Go ahead.
yeah. My name is Rain. My heart is pumping because I feel everything that's in this room. I'm a very big energy person. I lost a lot through COVID. I'm a two-time cancer survivor. I lost my partner to COVID in 3 weeks. We owned a music recording studio for 7 years, and it broke my heart. And I'm still in the point where I'm still healing. But I'm gonna tell you something. I was homeless a year ago. So Queen, I feel you. Angelica, I feel you guys, because when I was on that couch a year ago, today I'm not there anymore. I manifested. So thank you to Miss Self Love, to Miss Manifest, because I was looking for something and I found it. And I know that the universe will bring you what you need in the time of need when you are actually seeking it. So I believe in divine purpose. I believe in God. I believe in everything that's happening for me, to me. I wasn't really happy about what happened because battling cancer twice, having a stem cell transplant, and losing my partner to COVID was beyond. I was done. I was in 2020. I was like, I'm out of here. God, you could take me too. And obviously, that's not what his plan was. They said, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. So, all of you guys on here, you're amazing women, men. I love hearing this room. I'm still working in development, but I actually was looking at my Facebook when I had my studio, and it was still up on, it's called Lit Life Studios. And I was like, damn, I did a lot of stuff, but I have forgotten who I was. And so if you forgot who you was, sometimes we need a reminder. And I was like, I'm very powerful. And I didn't realize I've been building businesses since I could remember my first marriage. I've been married twice. And so I'm working on number 3. But I found love again. God is giving me a new place. He's giving me a new car. He's giving me like all these things. And I'm like, wow, I'm on a choir. I sing. And I didn't sing in the 7 years that I had the studio. But I'm singing now. I'm going to sing for y'all. I don't care if y'all like it, you don't like it. I'm singing. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And my voice has gotten powerful and my spirit is getting more powerful. So I just want to share that with all of y'all in here. God is not done with me and he's not done with y'all, because if he was done with us, we would have checked out already. My partner was 32 years. I'm going to give her a shout out, Jocelyn Walton. She was the woman of the year of producer and music studio. She lived her dream. Y'all, please get to y'all dreams, because the dreams are waiting and there's people waiting for us to speak up. So all I want to do is just drop the mic now. I don't want to speak anymore, but I just appreciate, as y'all can hear the nervousness in me. It's not really nervous. It's just I'm excited. And I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. I can say that. I'm 8 years cancer free. So I'm building my new relationships business. He's a personal chef, and I've been sitting behind the scenes building his business. I've been building his business, like, and it hit me. And I was like, dude, I've been building your business. All right, I need a ring, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be holding the title of wife and you're not wifing me. I don't think so. So I just said that to say there's so much of us that can do so many things. And I'm going to stop talking, but I love y'all. God loves you most of all. And y'all got purpose. Keep going. Don't stop. Y'all see me on the stage of the world. Signing off.
Hey, I love that, Rain. Hey, can you guys hear me? For some reason, my app keeps glitching. You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you,
I can
man.
hear you.
Go.
All right, cool. Yeah, for some reason, like my app just kept glitching, and I only heard like certain parts, and it kept kicking me out of the room. So I just want to make sure that I'm coming through clear now, because let me tell you, the Matrix is a huge devil. The devil will continue to grab you by the neck and pull you, man. Let
Facts,
me
Nick.
tell
I
you,
can't
man.
even mod
So
nobody up. It's acting weird. Like it's not letting me load nobody's profile either.
yeah, man, I don't know what's going
Because
on,
I'm on the
but
phone. I'm not.
yeah, but let me tell you, Rain, I appreciate you for coming in and, and sharing the love and wisdom. I think sometimes we need that, man. We need that sense of enlightenment, and just take the time to pour into the room and pour into others, man. Because some need it. Some need it because you never know what someone's going through. You never know what people are dealing with behind the scenes. Everybody deals with something chaotic, right? And I think that this ties into the title. Being able to adjust to pressure, being able to adjust to the stresses of life, no matter how many times you get punched in the chin, no matter how many times you get punched in the gut, you continue to stand up tall, with your chin held high, your chest up, and continue to not take no crap from nobody, not even yourself. Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, you gotta be sick and tired of your own crap in order to move forward. Because that was something that was a reality check for me. Because if you're not sick of your own crap, you will never move forward. You will always be stuck running the same hamster wheel. You will continue to be complacent and stagnant while everybody else is elevating ahead of you and going ahead of you, and you're still stuck running the same rat race, wondering why things are not working out. So sometimes we just need that reality check. Sometimes it's just readjusting ourselves, getting ourselves back in alignment, and getting where we need to be in due time. And enjoying enjoying the progress that we've made and not getting ahead of ourselves. Enjoy the small wins. Enjoy the people around you. Enjoy how much progress you've made. Enjoy where you are on your journey, because only you know that journey. Nobody else knows what you've been through. And that's where you have to shift your mindset in a positive light while shining your light and helping others shine theirs as well. So I appreciate that, Rain. Thank you guys for continuing to be here and pouring into the space. It means the world to me and as well to all of us here at Media Mentors, because this is what this space is all about: bringing love, positivity, encouragement, helping others along their journey as well. Because even though yes, it's good to get gems, like I said earlier, it don't matter who says the gem first. It's not about being envious or jealous. It's not about, oh, I need to speak the most in order to be relevant. Everybody got a voice here. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got something to chime in on. We can all learn from each other. We can all drop a gem or two. That's what this space is about. That's what every space that we all curate is portrayed to be: positive, enlightening, informative, and we all help each other grow. So listen, if you guys are ready for these next two tips, I don't know if you guys are ready for these next two tips, but let me tell you, these next two tips, I'm gonna leave y'all with something good. If you guys are ready, get in the chat, put some eyes up, let me know. We're gonna get this thing going. We got about 8 to 9 minutes before I'm up out of here. I gotta go coach my girls team, and
And that's
it's
when the
gonna be
room's
good.
over,
You
Nick.
mind if
8 to 9 minutes.
I wanted to pour into Rain just real quick, cause girl, I know you said the room was moving you, but you definitely moved me, and I'm not easily moved, big Taurus energy. But no, seriously, that was beautiful. I'm from the South, and so in the South you'll hear a lot of our elders say something like, let God use you. And a lot of times that's because you're thinking you're talking to one person, but in reality you're talking to somebody else in the corner that needed that word or needed to hear the talents that God gave somebody. And so how I perceive what you just did was you just showed everybody the talent God gave you. You just shared your talent with us. And then to hear your story, a year ago you being homeless, losing a partner, 2-time breast cancer survivor, like, I'm going to stop what I got going on and say, sis, it's an honor to meet you. Thank you for sharing your talent with me. I'm excited for your future, and I hope that we connect so that way I can be in touch and you can hear all your success stories. And I'm just really honored. And I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I can 1,000% second that, and I appreciate you for pouring into Rain. That's what this space is all about: pouring into each other, uplifting each other, encouraging each other, hearing everybody's story. I don't know about you guys, but like Ayana was spitting, I get inspired when I see people winning. I don't get envious. I don't get jealous. I don't say, no, your story's not important. We all got something valuable to bring to the table. And that's what this is all about, is helping each other grow in a positive, informative way, because we all got something to bring to the table. We all got a story. And it's not about what you've been through, it's about what you go through, and use that as a testimony to enlighten other people along your journey. That's what this is all about. That's why we have these spaces. That's why we're around a lot of beautiful people. You know what I mean? So, and again, the app is kind of glitchy. So if people are speaking or throwing up emojis, it is a bit delayed. So again, just bear with all of us as we continue to speak. So it's not you guys. It's just something's up with the app right now. But I got two more tips, and we're gonna get up out of here, man. Because I know Stack and I have been going since about 2 p.m. And I know you guys been getting some gems, and we want to leave you guys on a positive note. So if you're ready for this next tip, let me know. This next tip is, let me tell you, take it slowly. This is tip number 4. I wrote all these 5 tips down when I came into this room, man. I took a lot of time coming into today because I wanted to make sure you guys leave us some free game. This second to last tip, this 4th tip, take it slowly. When we have lots of pressure and are getting stressed, we can find it hard to be productive and concentrate. Don't try and do too much at once. Give yourself time and concentrate on one thing at a time. Even if you don't complete it all at once, recognize the progress that you've made. It will make it less daunting to carry on next time. What I mean by that is, like I alluded to a little while ago, slow progress is better than no progress. Small wins are just as important as the big wins. You don't need to have an astronomical leap in your life to be called credible, to be called successful, to be validated, to be approved. you're doing just fine. And only you know how much progress you've made. No one else knows what you've been through, what you've endured, what you've had to partake in. Only you have lived your journey. And that's the beautiful part, is because only you can validate that. Others will try to validate it. Others will try to throw their 2 cents in. But we always talk about not all advice is good advice. Enjoy what you've done, because a lot of people will take credit for the progress that you've made in your life when they have no say. They have no say in what you've done and what you will do, what you will continue to do. Nobody should ever be able to validate and approve of your life if you are not validating and approving of your own life. You cannot expect love and support from others if you are not loving and supporting yourself. It's a two-way street. It's a double-edged sword. It does not make sense. You have to make sure you take the time to appreciate how far you've come, what you've had to endure in your life, and not use it as an excuse to not move forward. Because yes, all of us in this space, we've all been through something traumatic, chaotic, painful, but it did not determine what we could be. It did not define us. If anything, it made us stronger into what we already are and what we will be. So I wanted to add that fourth point in. If you guys got something you want to add in, I got one more tip before we get up out of here in a few minutes. Anybody else want to chime in, please feel free. I don't want to hog the mic. I want to share the spotlight. So who's coming in next before I drop this last tip?
Last tip, Nick. Let's get it.
All right, let's get it, man. I know y'all been getting this free game, man. But like I said, I want to make sure you guys leave with something valuable. I want to make sure you guys take what's being applied, because you can't apply pressure if you're not willing to take the pressure that's applied. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So with this next one, vary your tasks. This is the last tip I'm gonna give you for today. We have all we all have things we enjoy doing more than others, but we still have to do them. Vary your tasks between those you like and those you don't. This helps you to stop putting things off or leaving them all to do at once. Again, you cannot do everything all at once. Attack it little by little, attack it one at a time, and stop stressing yourself out. It'll get done when it needs to get done. Like I said, one of the tips I mentioned earlier is getting organized. This correlates to that. Vary your tasks out. Write things down. Put it into existence. When you see it clear as day in black and white, you're more prone to believe it. You're more prone to speak it into existence and see what it is you actually want for yourself. Because again, a lot of people will want something for you, but you cannot want it if you don't want it more than you. People cannot want it more than you. People cannot say you need to get organized, you need to get structured, you need to figure your life out, you need to put two and two together. No one can tell you to do that. It's great advice, don't get me wrong, but not all advice is good advice, because you cannot take advice from someone that's not applying it themselves. You cannot listen to everybody if they're not willing to listen either. You cannot take advice and listen to advice if you are not practicing what you preach. We talk about this all the time in these spaces. It's a mindset shift. It's believing your vocabulary, it's believing what you speak and putting it into execution. You cannot simply execute on something if you do not believe in it. You have to believe what you're writing down, you have to believe what you're speaking, and then execute. It's one thing to have a dream, it's another thing to execute it. It's one thing to have $1 million dream, but you cannot have $1 million dream if you have a 2 cent work ethic. It doesn't make sense.
Facts,
It
Nick. There's a
does
lot of
not.
people that got that mindset. They act like they ready for this shit. They ain't built for this. They ain't built for the journey. You got to go out there and get some fucking tough skit. I tell people that all the time, bro. Start buckling up, bro. Start buckling up and being ready for the opportunity. Start standing on business. There's a lot of people that don't stand on business. Start standing on that shit. For real though, Nick. A lot of these people talk about what they want to do. But I see a lot of people not stepping up to the plate. For 2024, I want to see a change. So over to you, bro. Let's go. I just wanted to say that.
No, absolutely, bro. And the crazy thing is, I pick up on energy. Energy does not lie. Intuition does not lie. You got to make sure you are keeping good, positive, reciprocating energy around you. If you got people that are leechers, people that downgrade you, downplay you, overlook you, support everybody else but you don't need people around you like that. You don't need people that are on and off with you, that are in between the lines with you. It's either you in or you out. There is no in between. There is no coming around when you want to. Keep good company around you. That takes less pressure off you. If your circle of friends is not inspiring you, is not motivating you, is not helping you grow and change and see a new perspective, they are not your friends. They are not your circle. They are your cage. You need to get the hell out of that cage. You need to find the key and get yourself out of it because it's not doing you any favors. It's not helping you out. It's keeping you stagnant. You want to take some pressure off your shoulders? Then let go of the dead weight. You're holding on to things that cannot be held on to no longer. It's not worth it. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth stressing yourself out. You can't expect you out of other people. I say it all the time. I'm going to continue to say it. You cannot expect you out of other people. You cannot expect how you love, how you show support, how you show up for other people out of others. People are going to move how they want to move, and you got to be okay with that. People are going to do what they want to do, and you got to be okay with that. Once you learn to live with that fact, you'll be much better off. You'll be able to maneuver and navigate this thing called life because it's a game. It's a chess game. It's a strategic game. You got to make sure you take as much stress off your shoulders as you possibly can, and stop trying to be perfect. You do not need to be perfect. You need to just show up, and once you show up, everything else shortly follows after that. It's not about being the greatest person in the world or the greatest at what you do, because even the greats have flaws. We are all flawed. But the one thing that no one can ever take away from us is our work ethic. Because when talent fails to work hard, that's when the work ethic shows. Because I know a lot of talented people with lazy work ethics. If you are not driven or ambitious or challenging yourself to do better, I do not want to be around you. I don't have time for useless
Especially, yo,
conversations.
talk about that from the city, because a lot of people from the city act like they like that. You know, because I met Nick in real life, right? And we've had these conversations like this, like, yo, you really got to be for it, or you really got to do what you say you're gonna do, or I'm really not rocking with you. Talk about that from the city too, Nick, because you know where we from, right, bro? It's like a lot of people say this and say that they doing it, man, and you know, you got to show and prove, bro, because if you're really not doing what you say you're doing, it's obviously gonna come out sooner or later. So, how you feel about that from the hometown too, bro? Before you come by, because you know me and you, I
No,
look you eye
no,
to eye, bro. You know what it is.
absolutely, bro. You're right, man. You are absolutely right. It is crazy because it took me being on Clubhouse and my journey being on here for 3 years. I notice when people talk, you can tell it's not genuine. You can tell it just comes from a dead water place. I don't want to be around people like that. I know who's real and who's not. I know who's about what they do and who isn't. So for me, it's not to throw shots or throw shade, but for me, I'm keeping people around me that are genuine, that are positive, that are not leeches, that act like they're a know-it-all, because I don't know it all either. But you know what? I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to step back and humble myself and say, you know what? Someone could teach me something that I don't know. It can help me be better. Because again, stop thinking you know it all. Don't be around people that are negative, that are naive, that are so full of themselves, because that's draining. That's exhausting. Because then you have to match their energy all the time and try to be perfect. No, just be yourself. The right people will embrace you, flaws and all. They won't look down on you. They won't overlook you. They won't discredit you. They'll embrace you for who you are and what you're doing, and not tell you what they think you need to do, but what you actually want to do. And they'll embrace that. That's why keeping good people around you is important. I don't want to be around negative people. I don't want to be around people that complain, that always got something bad to say about somebody. Because believe it or not, those kind of people, they have a lot of identity issues, and you don't want to lose your identity being around people that have already lost theirs. It's not worth it. That's a battle
Put
you
a
don't
one in
want
the
to fight.
chat if y'all agree with Nick. Nick said, he said some shit. Hold on, Nick, because a lot of people are lost, bro. I know Nick gotta go, or he running his time, but a lot of people are lost, bro. And I want you guys to really, pay attention to that. When people are lost, they'll do anything, right? That's why you gotta stay aligned, right? Alignment is everything. Thank you for saying that, Nick, because I see a lot of lost people on this journey, man.
Man, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. So listen, I just want to say, I appreciate you guys for coming in the media mentor space today. It's been a beautiful, impactful, and insightful basically almost 2 hours now. We've been going strong. You guys dropped a lot of gems. I hope the tips that I gave helped. Because, like I said, I'm not about keeping the game for myself. If I can shed the spotlight on other people and give them the gems to move forward and navigate in life, I'm gonna do just that. And you know what? It's more beautiful when it comes from a genuine place instead of saying, "Oh, well, I did this for you. I need this." No, it's either you do it off the strength or you don't do it at all. That's how I move. That's how I operate. I don't expect anybody else to do what I do, but you know what? I love seeing people thrive. I'll clap for others before I win. Before it's my turn, I'll be the first to clap for other people. I'll be the first to say, you know what? You're doing effing great, and I'm proud of you for that. And I'm not going to get jealous or envious of that. I'm proud of you guys, whether I know you or not, whether I've conversed with you or not. I want to see everybody in this space win, even if it's before me, because you know, when you clap for other people, your turn will eventually come shortly after. So I appreciate you guys for allowing me to speak today. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to shed some light in this space. And this media mentors thing, we going up. I don't know about you guys, but we going all the way up. We taking the next level. This is the year of execution, the year of expansion, the year of growth, the year of new blessings, new progress, new opportunities. You're gonna go from underbooked to overbooked. Let me tell you. I don't know if you guys heard what I just said,
Say
but you're
that
gonna go
again,
from
Nick. Say that
underbooked to
again.
overbooked. This is gonna be the year. This is gonna be the year of all of these things coming into play for you. So don't undervalue that. Don't discredit that. Don't overlook that. And again, be great on purpose. You don't have to be started to be great, but you got to get started to be great. You don't got to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. So I'm gonna leave you with that gem. You guys have a great day. And again, Stack, let's close this thing out, man. Let's go.
Man, Nick, man, it was a fire ass room. Nick killed that shit, right? Put something in the chat. Throw something in the chat if y'all enjoyed this room today, right? And I'm gonna get some outtakes, right? Cause I got my brother Swain on stage. I got Rihanna in here. I got Eamon that came back. Ayana's still here with me. Miss Manifest David's here, right? I'm gonna get some final outtakes because I know Nick gotta go. So Nick burnt this shit up, right? Put something in. Go fire Nick's Instagram up for me. Go download the OTM app, right? People that support you, I'm gonna support, bro. If I see you, if I met you in real, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's different because a lot of people go around talking. Oh yeah, I did this and I did that. But if I met you in real life, I got your back, right? Like that's a fact though, right? And Nick been doing nothing but supporting the supporting the media mentors, making sure that his community comes over here and gets aware of us too. So it's been nothing but fire rooms when they come through, these mental health rooms, these motivation rooms that we do throughout the week. It's just be nothing but fire, right? So if you guys enjoyed it, go show us love. Tag us on Instagram as well. I like to have my Instagram story lit up with all of the Instagram posts and everything that we did in the media mentors today. But I want to get some outtakes. Go over there and go show Nick some love on Instagram. Go download the app, and then I'll be switching it out to the mentor store just in case you guys want to get the ebook, look at the clothes, do anything that we're doing right now. But Nick, I appreciate you, bro. You did a good ass job today. It was fire. I enjoyed every part, all the 5 keys that you put down. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it open for 10 to 15 minutes for some outtakes because I know you guys probably want to dive in and give us an overview of how the room went with Nick today, and then we're gonna close out when the last speakers talk. So I'm leaving the mic open. Who's here? Who came back? Who want to talk? Let's get it. If not, y'all already know I'm gone. Y'all,
Well,
E-Man was
yeah, I'm go
good.
hey everyone. Today the app is a little bit glitchy, but I'm back here again. So how you doing, guys? This Eamon here, all the way from Cairo, Egypt, as ever. Well, turn on the pressure because there is a big difference between pressure and letting yourself be pressured. You turn on the pressure when you can, just to move things up, just to hit things a little bit. Stack, you always have said this, do this, and done this. You're still doing it right now. You are keeping around yourself around the fire. Why are we keeping ourselves around the fire? Is it to get burned? No, because people think that if you are around the fire, that's so scary. But sometimes fire is what leads you to wherever you want to go, to your destination, because you know that there is light in there. And for me, as my whole life I've been this way. I cherish the hard times, the pressure, and the challenges, because it shows you the real essence of yours. It shows you who you are. How are you behaving under pressure? Are you compromising your morals, your real essence? You know, there's things that you cannot let it slip when you're under pressure, when you're in a hard situation and you're compromising things, either this or that. What you holding on to, I think it's a way to purify yourself and to get stronger. Because if you think about diamonds are not articulated in a very easy comfort zone. No, no, they don't grow in comfort zone. They are made under pressure. They are made under 1,000 um, 100 degrees. So if you think that you don't want to be under pressure, no, dear, you got to think that again. You have to think this again, because those days, those times is what makes you the best version of yourself. It's either or. It's either makes you the best version of yourself and make you satisfied and thankful, or gets the worst out of you. So you have control. And that's why I said in the first beginning, turn on the pressure. You have the control. You have and I would love to think this way, in this mindset, that I have control on my days. I have control. Even when it's live, when life happens, it happens, and it's not always sunshine and blue skies. A lot of times it's hard, it's uh, windy, and it's very, very um, challenging. But in those challenges, you gotta be excited. You really gotta be excited, and I mean it, excited about challenges, because this way you are ready to go. You are ready to get over. You're working day in and day out to and waiting for tomorrow to see what are you doing, how much are you going to achieve. But dear friends, remember this: within the mess of life, don't forget to love yourself. Love on yourself as much as you can, as much as possible, each time you can, each moment, because we are deserving love regardless how much achievements we do, how much money in the bank account, how much people tells you I love you. And in case nobody tells you I love you today, I love you. I'm done speaking for now. Back at you, Stack. Thank you so much, guys.
Look, we in the building. I'm telling you, this room's been nothing but fire, right? We laid it down. Eamon, thank you for coming over to the Media Mentors Mansion. Make sure you guys are joining the mansion at the top so you can be a part of more conversations like this. Is there any more outtakes before I get out of here? Because we went over the hour. We went over 2 hours today. So is there any more final words before we leave the stage? If not, I'm gone. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Swing,
say
what's
this.
good, my brother? What's the word?
How you doing? How you doing, family? Hey, Stack. I'm like I text you, but I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm proud of you. Since the moment I met you, I've seen nothing but growth and consistency, and that's important, man.
Appreciate
Not
you,
just in
Swing. Let's
life, but business is very important. Life is even more important, right? Your relationships is important. Consistency, bro. I was gonna say this, and then I said, no, I ain't gonna say it. I was just gonna listen, cause Nick was dropping it. The sister earlier dropped it. I didn't know her name. She had on pretty pink, but she said she was a preacher. Dropped it. So I was just gonna receive the message. But in my mind, I'm saying a lot of people don't realize. that we're created to be used. Every last one of us. And when you think about the word used, right? Nobody wants used nothing. Everybody wants new, right? Even if you go and buy a used car, you really still wish you could have bought the same car brand new. But it's okay. What made me say, you know what I'm gonna say is, I think her name's Ayana. Yeah, she said, I think it was Ayana. And she said, how God is gonna use you. If God uses us, then what make you think nobody else is supposed to use you? We're all created to be used. But the thing about it is, every day you have to wake up every day. Whether you say it out of your mouth, it has to be muscle memory with this thought. Who am I gonna allow to use me today? And how am I gonna be used today? Right? How? What do I have to give to the world today? Because what you gave yesterday might not be the same assignment as today. You understand what I'm saying? I drive all over the country. And before I drove all over the country doing the right thing, I used to drive all over the country doing the wrong thing. I did 27 years in prison for selling dope. But I used to do this one thing, even when I was doing wrong, that I never asked for no praise about it. If I see a homeless person, bro, it just does something to the inside of me. Because nobody deserves that, right? But it happens. It's been happening since the beginning of time. There's been people on the side of the road that had nowhere to go, lost souls. But you know something I still do? Even when I'm now do right, I was doing it when I was wrong. I just pull up on them and say, hey, bro, what can I do for, hey, sister, what can I do for you? You hungry? Because I remember nights when I was hungry. That's what made me sell dope. That's what made me, as an 11-year-old kid, sell cocaine in 1985. Wake up every day with the intentions of knowing somebody today is going to use me, but do I want to be in control of who uses me? And watch the output from that thought. Watch watch how you change your environment. Watch how you change the world just from that thought. Take control of being used, because you're going to be. Every last one of us. Man, like I say, bro, I'm proud of what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And Nick, man, you keep doing you too, man.
Appreciate you, Swain. Look, I'm telling y'all, it's been nothing but heat in here. Me and Swain gonna be doing some rooms real soon with each other. It's gonna be crazy. Expect to see Swain come through. David, you know what it is, man. I bring the real ones through. You know, the real ones that's been supporting us from day run all the way back to C Rock's room, right? We gonna rise up, bro. I always show love to everybody, bro. Don't matter where I go, how many levels I get up to, with a brand ambassador deal I close, it doesn't matter. We still gonna be family, and we all still gonna rise up together and do some rooms. So expect to see Swain to come in here. We're gonna schedule something like next week. I think there's only 2 rooms scheduled for next week, so I'm gonna definitely throw Swain in the mix. I'll see when he's free, and then we gonna bust open a nice topic and get the whole clubhouse rocking, right? Because that's what you do. Rise up, community, and we all gonna come together, and that's what it's about. It's been a fire room today. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. It's just been crazy. The whole entire room, everybody's been and ripping and running. Everybody's been dropping gems, and expect to see Lindsaya in here tomorrow. So Lindsaya is on the OWL app right now. If you guys aren't on the OWL app, make sure you get on there. I'll put the link at the top real quick for you guys so you can download that app too. But Lindsaya left the room early, guys, because she went over to the OWL app because she's making money now on the app, because I gave her my code. I gave her my code to get on, and she got on there, and she's already on her second call from being on there for less than 30 minutes, and all those calls are paid for her. So Jason, if you guys were in here in the last room, Jason came in. Was it yesterday or the day before that? I have so much stuff going on, but Jason came in and he laid it down for us about how to network off this app, right? I network, I take all my relationships to the next level. But the OWL app is crazy because all you got to do is set your timer, be on the go, and people will tap in with you for your expertise. I take those relationships offline, go on the calendar, go follow me on Instagram, do this stuff. And I love the way it's set up because it's about wisdom, right? And you know, when Jason came in here, he laid it down. He upgraded everybody to premium accounts. He put everybody in there. But if you guys are not on the OWL app, get on there ASAP because I'm already on the platinum status on this app already. So the platinum status means that basically you get a little bit more perks than, you know, a regular user coming in, and you got to work up your calls and your reviews and bring other people on. So if you guys want to get on the brand ambassador program, definitely bring people in, refer them, use your codes that's out there so that way more people can come on. But the OWL app is a great thing that I've used to meet people off Clubhouse as well. That's not even on this app. There's people that's on the OWL app that's not even on Clubhouse. So these people call me and they need marketing, or they need billboards, or they need anything in their career, and I'm connecting it with them off a different app. If you guys download this app and use my code PACK, when you get approved by Jason, he'll give you a $10 calling credit, so that way you can call other people on the app, make connections, see who's on the app that you resonate with and you align with. It's a great tool that's in my toolbox for 2024. So tap in with the OWL app as well. And if you guys were in here the last room with Jason, you've seen how much heat he brought to the whole entire club. That shit was crazy. And I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using this tool to network. So everybody that came on, that download the app, I appreciate you guys. And let's just keep rising up, right? Can be connecting with more people. You never know what can happen for 2024 when you just show up, download, go on there, I set my timer for 4 hours every day. When the timer goes off for 4 hours on our app, I set it over again. I set the timer, and it always lets you know when it's about to run out. So you can just run to the OWL app and set your timer off and go back to doing what you're doing. But as soon as you get that vibrate, that call from OWL app, you know that it's paid call. It's paid time. So this is a great tool for people that are coaches too, because now people are not gonna waste your fucking time. You can't waste my time now. You gotta call me on the OWL app. Everything is paid for, right? So call me on there. If you want to get in contact with Stack Pack for 2024, go on the OWL app and see me. I'm on the front page. If y'all see me, I'm already on there. Reviews. Look how long I've been on that app. If y'all look on the reviews, I got views from over 100, 200 days ago. Because I've been on there for so long. I was on the app when it was test beta mode, when it was a small group of people testing the app out for Jason, and he wanted to know what worked and what didn't work. I've been on it forever. So the fact to see it at this level right now, we gonna go hard with it for 2024. I'm gonna bring all my friends on so that way you guys can make money too. I only fucking with legit shit. If it's legit, we gonna do it. If I see it working for the community, then I'm gonna do it. So I appreciate Jason for coming in here. Tomorrow, Lindsay will be in here, and then for Friday, I got my brother Keys from the music industry. He's done things with Trina and Chris Brown. He's a music producer. He's going to be coming in here. He's going to teach us how to use Spotify. So if you guys got podcasts, you're in music, stuff like that, he's going to teach us how to make money with Spotify and how to use the algorithm to the best of our capability. I just talked to my brother yesterday and asked him if he can exchange this room for the Friday, because Keys was supposed to come in today, but Nick was free and he just landed. So, I had to give my brother Nick the room because he was on vacation supporting, and we had a bunch of fire-ass Q&A rooms before he came back. But Friday, Keys will be here, and I want you guys to be tuned for that. And just go to the Media Mentors Mansion and see all the houses and everything and all the rooms we got coming up next, because it's going to be a jam-packed ride for 2000. We're just starting for 2024. And then I also want to shout out my brother Steve before I leave this space, because Stacks Rage Lemonade will be here soon. You'll be able to order my lemonade through the Media Mentor store as well. You'll be able to order that straight to your house, just like you can order the wine straight from the Media Mentor clothing store. So if you guys purchase wine, Warner will ship it to your house personally. So this is how I'm rocking. This is how I'm going. And if you guys also go to the Media Mentor store, you can see that the ebooks out right now. You can see that the clothes are out right now. We got digital Stack Pack gear out right now. And I think we have some more merch coming. Me and Warner are making a varsity jacket for my wine. So just like I have a varsity jacket for Bel Air and all the companies that I work with, I'll be having a varsity jacket for the wine as well, and it'll be for sale. It'll be crazy. I'm gonna make it available for the community, but it's gonna be a jacket that I'm gonna be wearing a lot because the branding is everything, right? I'm gonna be walking around with my bottles all 2024 with my jackets and all my shit, just going crazy, promoting myself because branding is everything. And if you guys are not a walking, talking your brand, then what are you doing this year? Who's gonna attract you? Who's gonna work with you? And make sure you guys are also heading over to bookwithstack.com. This is something I do on the OWL app. You guys can talk to me on the OWL app, but after that, if they're so intrigued and they sound so excited, get on the calendar. So I'll network with you on the OWL app. You'll call and pay for my time so I can see you're serious. But after that, I'll make sure I get your phone number, your email, and that you get on the calendar so that way we can get to the next level together. I'm a samurai at this shit, and I'm not playing all 2024. I'll be finding more network tools for us to use as well to take this shit to the next level, past the universe. I'm not just staying in a little small spot. We're gonna go like past this shit and do more shit. I got more guests coming in next week. I got more people coming in. The podcast has all the episodes from last week and the week before on it right now. So we're on 235 episodes. And shout out to Miss Self Love too, because she's always been a beacon of me starting the podcast and always telling us to start the podcast. And now that my podcast has started, we've been monetized for over 8 months now. So that's fire. I'm making revenue share on the podcast right now. So if you click it, go to iHeartRadio, go listen to it. That shit's going crazy. I love the podcast. We'll be launching the TV show back. I know you guys know that I have my TV episodes and that was coming out and everything, right? We'll be launching that back for 2024. I had to take a break to build the MM community. I want you guys to understand how serious we are here, how much like-minded individuals you want to be around. So I had to take a break from the TV, and I'll be right back into it for 2024, and I'll be making some more guest appearances live. I need to go back to Comcast ASAP. We'll be all over the place, and we'll be just going crazy for and I'll be just connected with a lot of people. But this year, do not waste my time. Call me on the OWL app if you're serious. You know what's crazy, Miss Self Love, Miss Manifest? I only charge $3 on here. You'll catch some people on the app trying to do $100 call or $200 call, and they're missing out on thousands of dollars. You guys are missing out on thousands of dollars when you do that quick grab shit. You know that, right? Oh, let me get up on the OWL app and set it up there for $200. Yeah, you can go ahead and set it up for $200 and get that and cash it out to your bank account and do whatever you want. You can do that. That's fine. But what if you're missing out on a long-term relationship, longevity? There's plenty of people that I've charged $3 for a call on this app, and we made thousands after the call. And we're still working to this day. Do you understand? Like, it's not about don't think about the short-term shit when you get on the app. You're going to see me talk about our app because it's working for me. Jason was just in here yesterday, and his episode is on the podcast. Media Mentors, we're growing rapidly. I appreciate everybody for supporting, but it's about the people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with successful people, you will become successful. If you surround yourself with losers, you will be a loser. I don't want to be a loser this year. I want to be a winner. So everything that we're doing is going to be fire. I can't wait till Miss Self Love comes back too with another podcast room, because I really want you guys to know for 2024 to get out there and start a podcast. Don't slack on
I'm
that shit.
coming. I can't
Go ahead,
wait.
Miss Self Love. Can you expand before we get up out of here? You know, I'm talking about the OWL app and shit, but I want to know. I know you're gonna get up on there and being like, get your damn podcast ready, people. Talk to us, Miss Self Love, before I crash up out of here. Let's go.
Thank you, Stack with the Pack. I'm definitely coming back in Media Mentors to do our podcast. We have to tell our stories. We have to help people. That's what this room was about today. Helping people with their mindsets, change their mind. Our story is important to be told. Oh, shout out to Andrea for getting her podcast started with the podcasting.
Uh-oh, she got her part. Wait, hold on. She got her podcast started. Oh,
yes.
Put a heart in the chat. Let's go.
But yes, thank you, Stack with the Pack. So we have to tell our stories. We have to utilize our podcast to make money with our businesses. When we build out a community, we should be utilizing our communities to impact and to bring in income. Because if you're not asking for income from your community, somebody else is. Your community is buying from somebody else. Your community, you don't want to sell to your community, but yet your community is going out and buying from somebody else. So when we teach the podcast, we show you how to make an impact and make money. So I can't wait to come back and Media Mentors. Stack with the Pack, thank you so much to drop those gems. Thank you for letting me speak.
It's because, adjusting to the pressure is listening to people that surround you too. So it's like when I was listening to Miss Self Love about starting my podcast. I'm like, why didn't I do this? I got signed with a label. I did the distribution deal. I make music. We produce beats. Like I did this shit. So why haven't I started my man? As soon as I did that shit, I seen why I should have did it a long time ago. That's why you gotta listen to the people that surround you. I had to keep going to Miss Self Love's room. Right, Miss Man, if I didn't care who was up in, we going in there supporting family, especially when it's people that you know in real life. I met Miss Self Love in real life, right? It's just that's what I'm saying. It don't matter. You go and support the people that's always supporting you. That's why I always get my blessings. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. This is why. Let me give y'all a secret on life to adjusting and mindset. I know Nick ain't here. He gonna love this shit on the replay. Listen, I'm always reachable and I stay to the ground and I'm always boots on the ground and people can always get in contact with me to talk to me about anything that they need in their career to get to the next level. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many levels I get up to. I can go all the way up to the moon and back and hop on a UFO and come back down. It don't matter. But I'm always going to be reachable where people could talk to me and call me on the OWL app for $3 or DM me on Instagram or bookwithstack.com with me. Get their social media lit, right? Like this is what it's about. I'm always going to be reachable, right? Because people is not all, they're not all at my level. They're not all at Miss Manifest level or Miss Self Love. We got to rise some people up, especially with the technology, right? This technology is crazy. We're using all this technology every day and we're using it at our fingertips, but you got to use it correctly, right? People going on, oh man, I don't know how to use this stuff because you're not around the right people and the right fire. So I can't wait to see more Manifest rooms. And the Miss Manifest, real quick, can you talk about anything that you got coming soon? I know you're gonna be coming soon with another Manifest room, but before we get out of here, you want to talk about anything you got coming soon? And I know you got the book out, sis. Can you highlight the book real quick? And after that, sis, can you tell us how you'll be using the OWL app, the network? Because I can see you smashing this like all year.
Definitely. I'm excited about that. My name is Miss Manifest. Thank y'all for being in this room. My business bestie to the right of me, that's important to have in your life, is a business bestie. If you don't have one, we're here for you. Miss Self Love is my business bestie. You got Stack. It don't necessarily needs to be one of those things where you have to go and search people around you that's willing to help you. So the OWL app is pretty dope. So I'm gonna be your business bestie up there for you to connect with myself. The book that I launched with myself and Miss Self Love, it is
Put
to
that at the top for me too, sis, because you know I love to highlight that. So Miss Self Love, if you can get the link while Miss Manifest is talking, that'll be dope. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, give them their free ebook for them, everybody in this room, because I really didn't talk about it on Clubhouse so heavy because I really was building a digital space because Stack told me like, social media is serious and it's not just Clubhouse, it's Instagram, Facebook, all of these platforms you can really monetize on. You see the OWL app, you have to be strategic. I came out with a book to be able to start your online digital business to add on to what you're already doing. People have been purchasing it. I made $1,500 literally in 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's the fastest income that has ever.
She's definitely the Manifest queen. I don't care what no one say. What you say, sis? Bring that shit back, please. Say that
Did-
again, cause
I'm
that's
so
the
serious.
fast. That's fast pillow money right there.
Pillow money. Pillow money. A lot of people are sleeping on digital products. So let me tell you, if you have not booked your call with Stack, I took all the strategies that he gave me. I paid him because I invested in myself because it's important to me to invest in myself. And he gave me the strategies. As I grew in this business, I've known him for about a year and 2 months. As I grew in my business, I started to move faster and swifter on marketing and utilizing social media to the best of my ability. I didn't stay stagnant. One of the things that I brought out to the world this year for 2024 is to help people to understand the power of digital products. This book is already written for you. All you have to do is slap your name on it. You can resell it for any price. You charge $50, 10 people, that's $500 a day. That's 30 days, that's $15,000 in 1 month. Guaranteed, right? If you align yourself with actually showing up and offering it to people. The digital space right now is killing the game. There's coaches right now that's adding this book to themselves, like myself, right? To be able to monetize, teach people how to do their social media, do their own LLC, to be able to brand themselves, to be able to show up on the digital space, to connect their store. People don't know this stuff. It's in the book. So what is that worth to you? So right here, if you don't know about digital products, click that link above. You can read the book, check it out, and then get back to us. This is what we do. But make sure you book in your call with Stack, because if you're not serious in your business right now, you have to get serious, because getting on a call with Stack, I was serious. I was manifesting to meet somebody to teach me about marketing, right? Teach me about social media. I connected with him, and because I was in that vibration, I was able to catapult my business within a couple of weeks, literally. Now I'm having my own event, right? Stack, thank you so much for that, pouring into me. getting some things. Well, it's not my own events, my
Oh,
business
that's
bestie,
gonna be crazy. Put
right?
a fire emoji in the chat if y'all ready for Miss Manifest
This is
event. I'm
serious.
there. You're gonna have to tell me what's going on since you
You
know I
know
gotta
it's
be
gonna be your
smart,
favorite city.
bro.
We
Which one?
gonna go
Oh
crazy.
yeah, if we going to FL. That's my favorite one.
We
Oh,
already
it's
know. Big
litty. It's
Miami.
litty.
Right, you're gonna be taking pictures by the pool. All of this is gonna be immaculate. It's gonna be one of those things that's gonna change people. We're gonna keep it very small, intimate, because Miss Self Love is her birthday. That's how we celebrate it. But we celebrating y'all. Go and get that book. All you gotta do is click it, get the information. It downloads directly. Save it to your phone. Read it, and let me know how you feel about it. What you learned from it. I've helped so many people get started. I'm literally doing a Zoom call and teaching y'all how to do this. I'm investing in myself so I can invest in y'all. I'm so serious about that. What I said in the beginning of the call, if y'all was here, service to many leads to greatness. Take me out the picture. The service is there. It's going to be able to help you. Make sure you're booking your call with Stack. Do it now. Go and send him a message like, hey, I don't really know what's going on, but I want to book my call just to see how he can help you. This is how you bang. This is how you kill out 2024. Let's go. And I'm just going to give myself the land and plane for that.
Damn. Listen. Make money online with DFY Digital Products in 2024. If you guys are not clicking this link, then what are you doing? Because my sis been up here going crazy in them, man, right? She's been teaching. It's about the value, right? Click the link. And this is someone that's met them real life, done took the tools that I've given and accelerated, right? And this is live proof that you can do whatever you want to do, right? You can do whatever you want. You can make an ebook, you can accelerate your social media, you can have a message, you can talk, you can coach, you can get on stage. Like Miss Manifest done got on stages. You know what I'm saying? Like this is fire just from seeing her come on here, come on Clubhouse, apply her message, and wait for people to gravitate to her. And that's fire. That's what I love to see. And congrats on this book. Andrea, over to you. You got any more words? Let's talk.
Yes, sir. Stack, Miss Self Love, Miss Manifest, everyone here in the room. I just wanted to say thank you, Stack, for this room. It was a great room, and Queen as well. But listen, I just wanted to say if anyone is thinking about starting their podcast or making money online, like Miss Self Love, Miss Manifest, Stack, connecting with them is a real game changer. I mean, just over the weekend, I worked with Miss Self Love and Miss Manifest, and they are true professionals. They give you so much clarity. Like these are the ladies that you need to be with if you want to start your podcast. 100%. You will not go wrong. I'm telling you. I just wanted to edify them because people who come out and say, "Hey, I can teach you how to do this," and then they give you the blueprint. 100%. Like you should never, you will never go wrong. Get off that fence. Get their course. Sign up for the consultation. Call Stack. Call Miss Self Love, whatever you need to do, because we're in the business of changing our situation in 2024. So if you're struggling, you need to stop feeling bad and go and take those steps with the people who have done it, who are doing it. And I just wanted to edify them. Everyone on the stage, go and
Of
sign up.
course, Andrea, we love your support. Me and Andrea got on the phone call. We got to figure out how we can work for 2024 too. But anybody that comes through to support the community, I got your back. You can call me, book a call, and make sure that if you know someone that needs my help, tell them to go to bookwithstack.com. Tell them to get with me because I'm helping out everybody this year, just like I did last year. Same shit. Helping out people, helping them grow on social media, billboard placements, magazines. Even know what it is. Even ain't I been doing the same thing I've been doing last year? It's the same exact thing, and she's been hearing me all the way from Cairo, Egypt.
The same thing and better. But it's getting better and like more fire all the time. I love to see you all the way up.
Look, and I'm gonna be all the way up on the pyramid, right? When I listen, when Eamon sets it out, because I'm gonna do an itinerary trip. I'm telling y'all, listen, Miss Manifest, you know what it is with traveling.
I
Y'all
was
know what
thinking
it
about that. That's
is.
fire.
She gonna put together an
Yes,
itinerary
you're
trip.
gonna come
We
together,
gotta go
guys.
to there, Cairo, so I can stand on top of the pyramid and do my podcast. You understand? I need to go. I need to climb. I don't care what it takes. I'm climbing to the top, and I'm gonna record. Okay, I'm gonna record a podcast. I might go live on Clubhouse. You understand? Might go. No matter of fact, live on IG. Okay, I'm gonna go live on IG. Right. So Eamon, put that together. We need something like that for 2024. Something crazy, right? I always wanted to go there. So make sure y'all following Eamon because she's been supporting me ever since the XP mentor. Ever since I was over there helping the crew grow for over 3 years. So now we got media mentors and we over here just blazing. And I'm loving all the support. I appreciate all you guys because now you guys got access to every opportunity or tool that I have in the toolbox to get yourself to the next level. It just takes a little bit of investing. Like my brother Swain, you see Swain on the stage? It was because of him and being around, right? I got a chance to know Wahida. If y'all don't know who Wahida Clark is, you gonna know who the boss lady is. She coming through the clubhouse to do a room. I gotta schedule her in next week, but Wahida Clark is someone that does amazing publishing with the books, street lit. You know, she just gets everything lit. She's, oh my God, I love her so much, and she's so professional. So when she comes by, she'll be teaching you guys how to publish your own book, how to get with her. It's just gonna be amazing. But it's just amazing connections like that from being around, individuals like Swain and other individuals on the app because you got to keep your face card good. You got to keep your business good, right? And just because of that, keeping that face card good, having Wahida there, she invited Drummer Boy on the podcast. I got Drummer Boy on the podcast. You know the dude that did I put on for my city up, Young Jeezy, right? he the one that produced that came on the Stack Pack podcast because being around Swain, being around Wahida, having a good bit, right, doing what I say I'm gonna do, standing on business, solid. You gotta stay solid out here. You want opportunities, you want your shit to shine, you gotta have opportunities. So that shit just is priceless, having someone like that come on your podcast. And then I have an episode with Wahida that she did. She was the first person for 2024 to come on the Stack Pack podcast. So her exclusive new episodes out, and she's talking about what's coming soon. So wait till you see her and Lil Wahida come in here. It's gonna be two Wahidas in here, blazing the guns in here, talking about books and street. It's gonna be crazy. You understand? Every time I put shit together, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good energy. So I can't wait to see them come in, and I can't wait to see the connections that we make outside of this shit too. Cause y'all gonna be able to call me on our app. Y'all be able to download Miss Manifest's book and get digital products for 2000. There's gonna be so many avenues we gonna hit y'all with. You'll be able to do this and do that. It's so much to grow yourself, but it's up to you to pick and choose. It's up to you to what you need to do, what steps you're at. Right? I love to support Steve. I gotta come to you, brother. Stacks Rage Lemonade, man. Can we talk about it a little bit before I get to Valerie and Beth and Consuelo? Cause I gotta go in a few, man. I gotta hop on a podcast, but I want to talk to you guys for a few. Steve, what we doing with this Rage Lemonade, man? Are we almost in the works, man? We almost time to launch, brother. Talk to me.
All right, I'm working always in the background here to support you, as always. So it's ready to go to the lab. We got it set and it's ready to go to the lab. So all we got to do is get an approval.
We sent off.
Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you very much. So we'll be sending it this week. In fact, I think I'm going to drop it in the mail tomorrow. It's ready to go. I packaged it up today. So ready to go. As soon as we get it back from the lab, we get everything back. We got to have the ingredient list and all that stuff put together and all the details on the drink. And then we got to work on our label stack. So once I get all that stuff back, I'll send you the specs. We work on the label and then we can produce, baby. We can ship it anywhere you want.
Wee! We're gonna be going crazy with that Rage Lemonade. And you know me, I'm a big lemonade guy. When I was in Miami, right, Miss Manifest, I'm going to all these restaurants, I'm stepping in all these places, right? I'm like, there's so many goddamn lemonades. There's mango lemonade, there's strawberry lemonade, there's blueberry. On the East Coast, there ain't that many lemonades, there's only two. You understand? There's only strawberry and regular lemonade on the East Coast. Now, when I went to Miami, I said, God damn, Steve, right? I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because they got all the trees down there, all the tropical shits down there. So I'm like, okay, now I see what's going on. But the fact that Steve can do this, man, and produce this for me, man, it means everything because it'll be right in the Media Mentor clothing store. You place that order, it'll get right to Steve's office, and he'll ship it right out to you with that Stack Pack label. We're going to be in collaboration all 2024. It's going to be crazy. Appreciate you, Steve, because he's been showing love since day one on Clubhouse. Day one, right? That's why I said, man, Steve, what we gonna do, man? We gonna make some shit shake for 2024, and then we gonna bring it back to the community and show y'all what we did, right? I appreciate you. Beth, you got any words before I go to Valerie and Consuelo? Beth, are you here? What's going on? Thank you for support. Beth is probably busy. Valerie, you already know, Queen. You shouted me out last night. You gave me a big shout out in Z's room. Are you available? Valerie, what's good? You know I gotta pass it right back to you, Queen. What's the word?
Hey, yes, yes. I'm just over here picking up the kids. They getting off early today, but I'm just loving the conversation. Definitely. Oh my gosh, everybody's making so many big moves. Miss Manifest and Miss Self Love, my queens of all queens. Um, I'm just loving how everyone's elevating. We've been in these streets, these clubhouse streets for a few years now, right? And man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's very a huge blessing. I'm so happy I'm here still connecting and networking with y'all. I'm ready to do some big things too. I love y'all. Oh man, y'all need to definitely download Miss Self Love and Miss Manifest ebooks. I definitely did right now. I was
I
like, what?
saw, girl. Yes.
That's
Congrats.
really, I'm clicking the links. I'm clicking the links authentically. We need to see what's up. So I love supporting my queens. I love supporting the kings, that do support the queens. Shout out. But yeah, I'm just loving all the moves and I'm just here for it. I appreciate y'all for always having me in here. Always a great welcoming here in the Media Mentors Stack the Pack. He shows up for everybody too. So he's authentically here for y'all. So y'all definitely need to go click that, get that owl number, click that, anything to get to him, get there fast, ASAP.
Appreciate you, Valerie, because she's always showing up for us and showing support, right? Make sure you go show love. He's always in these spaces. You got a lot going on. Just take sure you go support the people that support you. Consuelo, we got to do some
Yeah.
work in the TV lane. I got my TV show rocking, podcast. There's a lot going
Oh,
on, Consuelo.
oh
We got
my
to get on the
gosh.
phone this year and get me up back in Hollywood. I need to be on that big
Let's
screen. What we doing?
go.
Talk.
I'm under the weather, so my voice is gone. But let's go, Stack. Oh my gosh. It was an incredible segment today. Let me tell you. I just wanted to congratulate you. You're the most awesome person ever. I've known you since the very beginning. Can you imagine? 2021.
Back
Oh
in the
my
day. Back
gosh.
in the
All
day.
you people. It was a great segment with, with Nick earlier, handling pressure, all of you, handling pressure. And this is what you need to challenge yourself in 2024. It's about you, it's about your self care. And we talk about this all the time, but, you also at the end of it have to smile and just breathe, taking that time for you, making sure that you at the end stand up tall, making sure that you are still motivated. And Stack said earlier, how do you stay on top? Let's do that challenge. So I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to be on set in 2 weeks. The director of The Chosen, he's in my city in Winnipeg. It's freaking snowing here, everyone, but we have the mild weather, minus 11 Celsius. You guys go with Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh. Don't come here in the winter, everyone. There's no mountains. But I just wanted to say, I just heard that there was an avalanche out in Lake Tahoe and areas where you guys are all probably from in the West Coast, but just wanted to give prayers to those people. Hopefully, they'll find people that are alive. And I just wanted to say thank you for always being you, Stack, because you've helped so many people out here. And all my beautiful friends here on the stage here that I haven't seen for a while. Happiest New Year! I hope your first week was incredible. Continue the momentum, everyone. God bless everyone.
Appreciate you, Consuelo. We'll be doing some work. I'll send you over my calendar or shoot me over your number, and then we'll be talking about something. Y'all got to see Stack on these movies, man. I need to get up on these screens. I told you, TV is for me. I'm for TV. TV's me, and I'm TV. You understand? Like, I'm ready. Ready camera action all day and night. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. You know what I'm saying, Consuelo? Like, let me know. We gonna talk about it because 2024, you got to connect up with the individuals that been
Hey,
supporting you
you gotta
forever.
get. Are you in LA?
So,
Are you
so
in New
I'm in
York?
New York. No, I'm Boston right now. I'm in
Get on a
Boston,
flight
Boston.
today to
Yeah,
LA.
that's not that
Oh my
far.
gosh. Oh, we've got the new Hollywood Mixer tonight for you guys in LA. If If you want to come drop by, you have to RSVP. It's a free event tonight with my beautiful friends in the industry. I just hopped off of your audience earlier because I had to be in my industry meeting earlier today on Clubhouse. You know, New Hollywood has been such a beautiful experience
Share
also
that club.
here.
Share that club in the chat, Consuelo, so we can join that club.
Yes, I
Oh,
will
I
send
love
it
that.
because it's not too late to RSVP tonight. Go to Hollywood, New Hollywood event tonight, and it's just to meet a bunch of WGA writers, producers, executives, and just like-minded people that want to be together to network.
I love that, Consuelo, and that's how the biggest connections happen is when you just go off the whim or you just go to some stuff just to see who's there. You might go by yourself or you might just go with your business bestie, right? Or just pull up there and see what's going on, and you never know what can happen. So I love that, Consuelo. Can't wait to have conversations with you, and I can't wait for you guys to pull up tomorrow. Tomorrow, Lindsaya will be here with Soulful Branding. It's gonna go down 2 p.m. Nick went in today, and like I said, Keys will be in and off the week on how to use Spotify. It's just gonna be crazy, and make sure you guys are using and downloading this Make Money Online with digital products in 2024. Miss Manifest, I appreciate you because this is the value we need for 2024. This is the momentum that we need for 2024. The OWL app, the OTM app, the digital products in 2024. This is all the stuff that we need to get to the next level. And as tools start to come out, I'll just start revealing stuff, right? Revealing the tools, revealing things that people need to use because that's what it is to grow, get to the next level, finding out what new tools are out there so that way you can elevate yourself in business. It's been a great room today. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys enjoyed this because I gotta go. So put a 1 in the chat. We went through everybody. We killed it today. Everybody supported. Nick went in today. This episode will be right on the Stack Pack podcast. So if you guys are tuned in to the podcast off Clubhouse, I take the audio off of Clubhouse and I put it right on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, everywhere. So that way we can monetize. That's how you take advantage of the monetizing tools on the media, right? I don't just let these conversations sit on Clubhouse. Ask Miss Manifest. I had her send me the whole episode from How to Manifest on a Doctor Money in a Day. She uploaded on her podcast. I could upload it on my podcast, and we could take advantage of the monetizing tools on these platforms. And that's what we've been doing, right? Downloading all the episodes, getting the full episodes, and making sure that people understand that there's always value when we come in here. But then again, we can direct it right over to go. If you want to listen to the replay, go on the part because the replay is getting lost. You notice that, Miss Manfan? I try to go look for some replays on your profile, and some of them get lost. So the fact that we can transition it over to our podcast and direct people to put the traffic over there, you'll take advantage of the revenue share on your podcast if you are monetized at this time. So I appreciate you guys, media mentors. We went all the way in. Tap in with this digital product book because this is gonna go fire. I'm pretty sure Miss Manifest and Miss Self Love will have a room later talking about this with their community. So make sure you tap in to the podcast community, to Manifestation Hour, and to everybody else on the stage. You guys did great. Stack Lage Lemonade coming out, and expect to see some more stuff with these brands. I did a lot of different, brand collaborations, and they're starting to send me loads. So I have to start doing like a lot of photo shoots. That's why I got a lot of photos, guys, because I'm always getting sent clothes and things to do, so that way I can make a passive income. Anytime you see me post something, it's money. That's a fact. Every time that you don't use your social media for money, then I don't know what you're doing. You get on there and you connect up with the brands and the people on the media, so that way you can make a living for yourself. You can make money off your IG. You know that, right? I'm gonna have a room on that. I'm gonna teach y'all step by step how to make money off your Instagram if you're not monetize, or off your Facebook or your TikTok, right? I'm gonna just do an all social media platform room. I'm gonna go through every social media platform, and if all you guys are monetized, we're gonna have you in the right direction. But just because you are monetized doesn't mean you will make money. You're gonna need to market yourself. You're gonna need to do this, right? Miss Manifest, you know with it, branding. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm
We're gonna
excited.
have
Do it.
we're gonna do a social media room next week. I'll squeeze that in because I told you we only have 3 rooms, 2 rooms booked up. So I'll do a social media platform teaching room, teaching you guys how to do, you know, certain things, or even to get monetized if you aren't monetized. So you can get to the bag, because you should be able to get up, wake up, make money from your phone, and live your life. That's what it's about. You don't want to be stuck to no 9 to 5 or on nobody's schedule. You want to have your own schedule. That's why I introduced the OWL app and I brought everybody on there. You can have your own office hours. You can have your own phone, right? Your own time when people call you. You can set your timer. And you're your own boss when you get on the OWL app. And you don't have to wait to get monetized like these platforms. You're already on there making money instantly when somebody makes a call, or just an instant connection. It might not even be money right there. People are too focused on the money. That's why they never get to it. Focus on how you can help the person when you call people on the OWL app, or when you call, you know, people off this app. See how you can help them, or see how they can help you, or how you can be in complementary to each other, right? Somebody's going to need somebody out of this situation, and see how you can be in complementary to each other. So I appreciate you guys. Media mentorship. Another banger. Shout out to Broski Nick, fresh off of vacation. Be ready for Lindsay for tomorrow. Tap into the Media Mentors Mega Mansion if you're not a part of the house, and be tuned for the shows and the rooms we got coming soon. And expect to see my brother Mark Days to come back in here too. If you guys were in here, we did a Saturday. Well, I think we did last Friday we did a room together at 9 p.m. We did it off the whim. We just did it like, all right, let's just go in there. It actually came out really good. We did a random room. It went crazy. We had good conversation about standing on business or fall for BS. That episode is actually on the Stack Pack podcast right now. So when Mark Days came in here and blew the room up with me, and we did that quick night room for an hour, 9 to 10 p.m., that episode is on the show as well. So you guys can take advantage of that and get the gems and get the juice that we drop. So I appreciate you guys. On the count of three, I'm out of here. 1, 2, 3. I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys. Let's go.